I am Katharina Michio, and you are watching NY Mania.
I'm Kayla Welsh, and you're watching NY Yankee Mania.
Hi, my name is Maria Venuto, and you are watching New York Yankee Mania.
I'm Marnie Schneider. I'm the author of Football Freddy, and I am so excited to be part of the New York Yankee Mania show.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania, the best.
Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of NY Yankee Mania play-by-play with your host tonight. It is Evan here calling the Houston Astros against the New York Yankees tonight. Hope everybody is doing well in the stream. We already see Jason and Nathan is here. We already saw Bob Rizzo as well. Thank you for reminding everybody to press that like button as well. And Raikia channel 93172. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight, as we're going to have the live play-by-play coverage of the Astros and Yankees tonight. Let's hope that the Yankees can even up the series at 1 apiece tonight after they suffered a frustrating loss last night. Obviously, it was pretty frustrating for most of us fans. The offense showed up. The bullpen was not there last night. Some questionable decisions as Joe called the game last night, and I think we all pretty much were in line and agreed with him about last night's game. Some of the bullpen managerial decisions were questionable, to say the least, last night. But really, what can Aaron Boone do with a bullpen that's pretty much held its own for the entire season, that's done a great job, and a bullpen that's pretty much had a lot of successes, a lot of highs this year. Unfortunately, some lows last night, but that's what's going to happen during a season like this. And for some players that you rely on as reclamation projects and guys that have not held down this bullpen for a long period of time, and guys that aren't used to throwing this many pitches. But of course, tonight, let's hope that they replicate this offensive performance from last night too, as well. So good to see everybody. Of course, Mario and Jeff, thank you for being here as well. Definitely, hopefully, the Yankees can get a win tonight for you guys too. I'd like to also announce that we are almost at 2,000 subscribers. We're about 4 away from 2,000 subscribers. So please, guys, if you have not, please subscribe to the channel. Whether you're a Yankees fan, Astros fan, Red Sox fan, Mets fan, Blue Jays fan, doesn't matter what team you're a fan of. We welcome all baseball fans and all sports fans here. So please subscribe to the channel and please like the stream as well. We're trying to get to 20 to 25 likes tonight, if possibly higher too. So please hit that like button as well so we can reach our goal tonight of 25 likes. We would appreciate that. So I was planning to do a little bit of a pregame for you guys, but being the fact that we had a little bit of a technical issue, I will not do the pregame because it would allude into the game. So I will have my talking points throughout the game today, as well as scoreboard updates and promotion updates for you guys too. So let's get underway with the lineups, of course, for tonight's game, as we are about to get underway in the Bronx in about 2 minutes or so, as Elmer Rodriguez Cruz is taking his warm-up pitches. So let's see the Astros lineup tonight. Astros come in with a record of 66-66, of course, beating the Yankees last night by a score of 9-7. Leading off and playing shortstop is Jeremy Pena. Batting second and DHing will be Yordan Alvarez. Batting third, playing third base will be Isaac Paredes. Batting fourth, playing second base is Jose Altuve. Batting fifth, playing center field will be Dalton Varsho. Batting sixth, playing first base will be Christian Walker. Batting seventh, playing left field will be Taylor Trammell. Batting eighth, playing right field will be Cam Smith. And batting ninth, catching for Houston tonight is Christian Vasquez. On the mound for Houston tonight is going to be Peter Lambert. He has a 3.68 ERA. And quickly for the Yankees before we see the first pitch, leading off playing center field will be Trent Grisham. Batting second, playing DH will be Ben Rice. Batting third, playing first base, Luis Garcia Jr. Batting fourth and playing left field will be Cody Bellinger. Batting fifth, playing shortstop will be George Lombard Jr. Batting sixth, playing right field will be Spencer Jones. Batting seventh, playing second base will be Jazz Chisholm Jr. Batting eighth and catching will be Austin Wells. And batting ninth, playing third base will be Jose Caballero. Pitching tonight for the Yankees, as he just threw his first pitch, is Elmer Rodriguez Cruz with a 4.76 ERA in his 4 games as a Yankee. So we are ready to go here, guys. The 1-0 pitch to Jeremy Pena leading off is fouled away, and the count is now 1-1. So we're underway tonight. Houston against the Yankees, of course. Top of the first, nobody on base, nobody out. and a 1-1 count here to Jeremy Pena, who, of course, was the 2022 World Series MVP for Houston as they defeated the Phillies. We are 2 subscribers away from 2,000 subs. Thank you, Joe. Please, everybody who has not subscribed, please, let's get to 2,000 subs tonight. We would be very happy to announce that we got there by tonight, and we'll have a little bit of a celebration, too, if we do get there by the end of tonight's stream or during tonight's stream. Behind the plate tonight is Steven Jashinsky. He is a neutral umpire. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Swinging at an outside curveball there is Pena. He comes up empty, and that is the first out of the game for Elmer Rodriguez Cruz as he gets his first strikeout of the night. 1 out here in the Bronx. What's up, Mario? Thank you for being here. Cruz Control, what's going on? Thank you guys for being here tonight, of course. Thank you for your support. Remember to hit that like button, please. Here's a guy that the Yankees need to be very careful of, Yordan Alvarez. Rodriguez sets the first pitch to Alvarez, and that one is in there for a called strike. Nice changeup there, or sinker by Rodriguez. The count is 0-1. 0-1 here on Alvarez. The 0-1 pitch. And that one misses above the zone, and the count is now 1-1 here on Yordan Alvarez, hitting .323. Most likely the American League leading AL MVP candidate as of right now. The 1-1 from Rodriguez, the set and the pitch. Fouled away, 1-2. 1-2 here on Yordan Alvarez. Alvarez also with 36 home runs. We did see that. We saw that Kyle Schwarber hit his 40th home run of the season today against Seattle. So he is most likely in the runner-up conversation or the leading candidate for the NL MVP. The 1-2 to Alvarez. And that one misses down low in the dirt with a 81-mile-per-hour curveball. The count is now 2-2 here on Yordan Alvarez. 2-2. The 3 guys the Yankees need to be very careful of in this lineup, which Joe also mentioned last night too, was Alvarez, Jeremy Pena, Jose Altuve, and of course Yainer Diaz too. Yainer Diaz not in the lineup tonight for Houston, but a guy that you need to be careful of at all times because he might come up and pinch it. The 2-2 pitch, that one is fouled away into the netting. Count remains here at 2-2 here on Yordan Alvarez. And Nathan says, my team and I are working hard right now, getting you guys the 2,000 subs, everyone. We sent it to all the people that we know. Thank you, Nathan, of course. We appreciate everything that you guys do to help us grow this channel and also just to bring your professionalism too and all of your clients on the show and everything that you've done for the channel too during the play-by-plays too, as well has very much increased our value here on the channel, so we appreciate that. The pitch to Alvarez is called strike 3. Got him looking on a sinker that came right over the heart of the plate, and Alvarez does nothing but stare at it. First strike 3, and now there's 2 away. The first pitch to Paredes, and that one catches the outside corner for a called strike. A 98-mile-per-hour sinker here from Rodriguez. The count is 0-1. So, of course, Rodriguez going with his sinker tonight, changeup, fastball, and a curveball. The pitch down low, 1-1 here on Paredes. 1-1. Thank you, Jeff, for the update. The Marlins scored first on a stolen base. Marlins scored from first on a steal. Wow, okay. Thank you, Jeff. I'll have to go back and look at that highlight once I have a chance to. The pitch. And that one's in there for a called strike. Nice curveball there from Rodriguez. The count is 1-2. 1-2 here on Isaac Paredes. Hey, John the Beagle Dad, what's going on? Thank you for being here. How's the weather in Florida today? The 1-2 from Cruz, the delivery, and the pitch. Outside, 2-2. 2-2 here on Isaac Paredes, hitting .261. Of course, the Red Sox won the first 2 games of that series in Miami, so we'll see what happens tonight. The 2-2 from Rodriguez, the pitch. Down low, missed there with a sinker at 98 miles per hour. So the count is now full at 3-2 here on Isaac Paredes. Rodriguez at 15 pitches here in the top of the first. Full count, 3-2. Nobody on base, 2 outs, top of the first. Rodriguez kicks and deals the pitch. And this one is fouled away, right field side out of play. Count remains here at 3-2 here on Paredes. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Thank you for being here, of course. We will have promotional updates, live scoreboard updates too, and as well as a little bit of analysis in between innings for you guys tonight. The 3-2 from Rodriguez, the pitch. Outside, he walked in ball 4. So that puts Houston's first runner on base tonight, which is Isaac Paredes with a walk. And that will bring up the devil, Jose Altuve. Like to call him the devil because he looks like one, with his small little presence there, as he broke most of our Yankee fan hearts in 2019 after hitting that home run off of Aroldis Chapman. Man, what Houston has done to me and a lot of Yankee fans will not be forgotten. The pitch to Altuve is line to center field. Grisham going back, and it goes off of his glove. He's going to have to race back for it. He throws it in to Lombard, rounding third, and scoring is Paredes. And the Astros get on the board, 1-0 lead. Grisham, don't know what happened on that fly ball. He must have taken a step in before he took a step back with the wrong route to that ball there. As he had to turn around first, the ball was hit. He turned around to his left, and then he had to go the other direction for it and lost it. Most likely had to reach up for it, could not make the catch. Bad route to the ball there by Grisham. He should have turned the other way. And that cost the Yankees a run, so it's 1-0 Houston here in the top of the first. So from what looked like 2 outs, nobody on base, now leads to a Houston run with a walk and an error there from Grisham. Here's Dalton Varsho. The first pitch is in there for a called strike, 0-1. And we got Chef Nick in the building. What's going on? Thank you, Chef. Chef and myself will be doing the Yankees-Red Sox game on Friday night here on NY Yankee Mania, so you don't want to miss out on that. A little sneak peek into that is myself and Chef Nick. We'll be doing the game, Yankees and Red Sox, on Friday night right here on this channel, so please, you don't want to miss that. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Nice curveball from Rodriguez, 0-2. 0-2 here on Varsho. Rodriguez ready for the 0-2 pitch to Varsho, and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away, left field side out of play. Count remains here at 0-2 on Varsho. Now that just sucks. You never want to see that happen in a game like this, in a big game like this where you're trying to even up the series. Bad error there for Grisham. Doesn't happen to him very often, but when it does, it costs the Yankees a run. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled away, first base side out of play. And the count here remains at 0-2. Just unfortunate play for Grisham right there. You never want to see that happen. 0-2 is the count here on Varsho with Altuve leading off second base. Rodriguez deals the pitch inside and down low, 1-2. Yeah, Jeff, that's why I call Grisham the statue. More like the nonchalant statue, thinking everything is going to be sunshine and rainbows and all that. Hey, Bronx, what's going on? AKA Charles. The 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground sharply to first base. Garcia has it. Steps on the bag at first base, and that will do it for the top of the first. But not before Houston is on the board first. Houston gets on the board first with an RBI double by Jose Altuve, putting the Astros up 1-0. And now we'll see the Yankees come up to bat with Grisham, Rice, and Luis Garcia Jr. Wow, they actually gave a hit to Altuve on that play. A little bit of a surprise, which was off Grisham's glove. I mean, the rule is pretty much if Grisham can basically make that play, you pretty much have to give him an error on that, being the fact that the catch was most likely going to be made if he just took the right route to the ball. But because he didn't take the right route, it was off his glove, and they call it a hit. I would have called that an error. If they called it an error, it would have been an unearned run. So unlike Jay Dunn all earned, it definitely should be an unearned. Just like Jay Dunn's career, pretty much like an all unearned type of thing right there. But of course, unearned runs and earned runs are pretty much the same when it comes to what the scoreboard says. And that's pretty much the situation right there. So just like a Jay Dunn all earned or all unearned, you'll definitely see some sort of implications with that tonight if the Yankees happen to lose this game. Yes, Nathan, I will get to that after the bottom of the first. I will get to that, but we appreciate that update from Nathan, of course, reminding everybody that tomorrow Matt Noakes will be on this show tomorrow at 5 p.m. doing an interview. We'll have an interview with Matt Noakes tomorrow at 5 p.m. So everybody, please go out, get your questions ready for Matt Noakes. The stream is already out, so you can go in there, ask your questions, and get ready for that. Here is Peter Lambert, who is warming up for Houston right now, taking his warm-up pitches. The scouting report, the mix-up, you can't always get what you want, and changes. So let's see if the Yankees can make up for that bad defensive play by Trent right here, with him leading off here in the bottom of the first inning. And Lambert sets the pitch to Grisham. Popped up, foul territory, but it will make the seats. And the first pitch is a foul ball, so the count is 0-1 here on Trent Grisham. 0-1 on Trent. Appreciate you guys joining me tonight. Please hit that like button. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at an inside cutter by Grisham. The count is now 0-2. 0-2 here on Trent Grisham. By the way, tonight, guys, the game is on Amazon Prime Video tonight. So that's where you can catch all this action tonight with the Astros and Yankees tonight on Amazon Prime Video. Being the fact that the Yankees always have Amazon Prime games when it is on Wednesday. The 0-2 pitch just missed, but the umpire calls it strike 3 there on the bottom of the zone. It was a slurve that caught the bottom of the strike zone there. It looked a little bit low on the box, but the umpire calls it strike 3. And Grisham is retired for the first out of the night. He should have challenged it. I don't know. They're showing the replay here. It looked like it did hit the bottom of the zone there. So that probably was going to be called strike 3 either way. Well, here's Ben Rice up to bat. The first pitch to Rice. And that one's in there for a called strike. 0-1 here on Ben Rice. Again, Lambert has a 3.67 ERA. The 0-1 pitch to Rice. Popped up left field side, but it's going to go out of play again. So the count is now 0-2. 0-2 here on Ben Rice with Luis Garcia Jr. on deck. Yankees need to have a patient mentality in this game. Let's see what they can do. The 0-2 pitch to Rice. The pitch. Inside, 1-2. 1-2 here on Ben Rice. Hitting .249. Lambert ready for the 1-2 pitch. The righty sets and the 1-2. Rice hits this one deep to right field, going back, looking, and it's going to go out of here. Home run by Ben Rice into the short porch in right field. That was a laser beam into the short porch. Ben Rice gets the Yankees on the board with a solo home run, and the game is tied up at 1 apiece. 364 feet, a 107.4 exit velocity on that home run by Ben Rice. Just like that, Yankees even up the score here at 1-1. Always love to see Benny blast one, whether it's in the short porch or in the second deck, wherever it may be. It's always good to see him blast one out of here. The pitch to Luis Garcia, who had a 4-for-5 night last night, in there for a called strike 0-1. Garcia with 4 hits last night, including a home run, hitting .283 on the season. The 0-1 pitch to Garcia. Down low, missed there with a slurve. The count is 1-1. That ball got out of there in a hurry off of Ben Rice's bat. The 1-1 pitch from Lambert to Garcia. The pitch. Ground ball, first base side, but it's going to be fouled away. 1-2. 1-2 is the count here on Ben Rice with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. 1-2 count on Luis Garcia here in the bottom of the first with 1 away. Let's go, Ben Rice. One of the Yankees prospects that they actually developed the right way. The pitch to Garcia is looped over the shortstop and past the second baseman for a base hit. Luis Garcia singles to left field, and he is the first Yankee base runner of the night. An outside changeup, it looked like, from Lambert, and Garcia just poked it into left field. My bad. It was between the third baseman and the shortstop there. So between Pena and Paredes for a base hit as it went into shallow left field. Runner on first base, 1 out here for the Yankees as Cody Bellinger is going to step up to the plate. Bottom of the first, Bellinger up to bat with Luis Garcia on first base. The score is tied up at 1. Lambert sets the first pitch to Belly. And that one is in there for a called strike on the bottom of the strike zone, 0-1. 13 likes so far on tonight's stream. Let's get that up to at least 20 to 25, maybe even 30. The 0-1 pitch to Bellinger. Swung on and missed, tipped into the glove of the catcher there, so the count is 0-2. Wasn't Chef cooking with rice tonight? I believe he was. I think someone called the Ben Rice home run in the live stream earlier. Not sure. Well, if someone did, then credit to you, whoever called that home run. The 0-2 pitch to Bellinger, down low, missed with a changeup, 1-2. A lot of credit to anyone who called the Ben Rice home run, whether it be tonight or in the live stream earlier with Joe at YouTube Live at 5 p.m. The 1-2 pitch to Bellinger. Ground ball slowly to first base. Going to second base is Garcia. It hits him. It hits him while going to second base. He's going to round second and go to third now. Bad throw by the first baseman, Christian Walker, as he threw it off of Garcia's back and it went into center field. That allowed Garcia to go to third base. It was a clean ground ball. Walker fielded it cleanly. Garcia looked like he was a little bit in the baseline, but not too far on the grass. And Walker threw it, and it hit Garcia off of his own back, and it went into center field. So that will be runners on second and third now as Bellinger actually went to second base. So Bellinger goes to second base, and the Yankees have runners on second and third with 1 away for George Lombard Jr., who's hitting 5th tonight. 286 batting average for Mr. Lombard. The first pitch to Lombard. Ground ball to first base. Walker fields. He's going to step on the base, but the run does score as Luis Garcia Jr. crosses home plate, and the Yankees have a 2-1 lead. So the Yankees make an error in the first inning, even though they called it as a hit. And now the Astros make an error here in the bottom of the first inning, which costs them that run right there. So the Yankees have a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Bellinger moves to third, so runner on third base with 2 outs, and that will now bring up Spencer Jones, who's coming up to bat. Spencer Jones coming up to bat right now with a 233 average. Lambert is ready for the first pitch to Jones. Kicks and deals the pitch. And Jones swings and misses at a high fastball. The count is 0-1. 0-1 here on Spencer Jones. I agree, Joe. That was definitely a good approach from Lombard there, going to the opposite field and just getting the ground ball to first base was very much needed to get the run home. The 0-1 to Jones from Lambert, the pitch. Up high. Jones does not chase that one. And the count is now evened up at 1-1. Was that Roger Clemens at first? I mean, well, Roger Clemens is pretty much equivalent to what Christian Walker is against the Yankees. Of course, as a position player, not a pitcher. The 1-1 to Jones. And Jones hits it in the air to left field. Coming in is Trammell looking at it, and it's going to go into the seats for a foul ball. The count is now going to be 1-2 here on Spencer Jones. 1-2. So the count is 1-2 here on Jones with a runner on third base, which is Bellinger. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. The Yankees have a 2-1 lead. Lambert from the stretch. And the 1-2 pitch. Misses up high, 2-2. Good take by Jones on that pitch. 2-2 is the count. Lambert is ready once again for the 2-2. He kicks and deals the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3 as Jones strikes out there on the high fastball. Could not catch up to that one. However, the Yankees do score 2 runs in the bottom of the first as Ben Rice goes deep for his 35th home run of the season. So 35 home runs for Ben Rice, which is one behind Yordan Alvarez. And with an RBI ground out from George Lombard Jr., the Yankees have a 2-1 lead going to the top of the second. Coming up to bat for Houston will be Christian Walker, Taylor Trammell, and Cam Smith. So that's going to be 6, 7, and 8 for Houston. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. As Joe just said, please hit that like button. And we all really appreciate that too. And looking forward to doing more games for you guys soon as we head down the stretch of the season. And of course, going towards the postseason too, whether it's in the wild card, whether it's in the ALDS, ALCS, in the World Series, whatever it may be. We're going to do our best to give you guys all the coverage of those games, whether it be myself, Joe, Chef Nick, Jason, and whoever else may be joining us too for that. We would appreciate it. All you guys need to do is hit that like button. Let's try to reach our goal of getting 25 likes tonight. Of course, we always want to shoot higher than that, but we try to do our best that we can to increase the amount of likes that we get for every stream. And also, please subscribe to the channel as we're only 2 subscribers away. That's right, 2 subscribers away from 2,000 subscribers, which is just insane to think about. Just goes to show you guys the hard work that Joe has put into this channel for the past 17 months. And of course, all of us here on the channel as well, myself, Jason, Nathan, Chef Nick, and everybody else, Johnny Salami, George Swing for the Fences, and whoever else has contributed throughout those 17 months. We thank all of them for their passion and dedication to this channel as well, as we're all trying to reach the same goal. And we would appreciate that, guys. So thank you very much. So let's see if the Yankees pitching can hold it down the Houston Astros lineup here. Walker is up to bat here. The first pitch from Rodriguez is in there for a called strike with a sinker, 0-1. Now, the sinker percentage for Rodriguez tonight is definitely at an all-time high. Going with the off-speed stuff tonight, the sinker and the curveball mostly. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss by Walker, 0-2 there on the curveball. 0-2 here on Christian Walker. Top of the second, Yankees with a 2-1 lead. Rodriguez with 26 pitches here in the second inning. The 0-2 pitch misses down low, 1-2. 1-2 here on Christian Walker with a 231 average, 23 home runs. Oh man, we just got breaking news from Nathan once again, and I think a lot of Mets fans, baseball fans, Barstool Sports fans are going to like this one. I'll announce it in 1 sec. The 1-2 pitch, ground ball to shortstop. Lombard fields, fires to first, throws a little bit off the bag, but Garcia applies the tag there on Walker. 1 out here in the top of the second. Breaking news, my team and I have booked our inclusive client, Barstool Sports blogger, Mets fan Frank Fleming, a.k.a. Frank the Tank, for NY Mania show on Monday, August 31st at 7 p.m. Oh my goodness. What a surprise that is. Frank Fleming will be joining this show on Monday, August 31st. Wow, that is insane. Everybody, please, you must join that interview on Monday. That's going to be insane. Wow. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you very much. 1-0 is the count here on Taylor Trammell. I even had to miss a pitch for that calling. The 1-0 to Trammell, down low and outside 2-0. 2-0 here on Taylor Trammell. Thank you, Nathan, very much. We greatly, greatly appreciate that very, very much. The 2-0 pitch to Trammell, the pitch. Down low, but the umpire calls it a strike. He called that one a strike, even though it looked like it was 2 to 3 feet below the zone. He calls that one a strike. 2-1. 2-1 here. We're definitely going to share that show out very big for you guys. We'll share it all over our platforms, and you guys should as well. The 2-1 pitch to Trammell is check swing, fouled away. Left side out of play. 2-2 here is the count. 2-2 count here on Taylor Trammell. Hey, Nathaniel Blaylock, what's going on? Nathaniel Blaylock, thank you for being here, Nathaniel. This is Evan. This is Evan with you tonight. So Joe is in the background. If you'd like to say hello to Joe, then you can do that as well. The 2-2 pitch to Trammell is inside 3-2. 3-2 here on Taylor Trammell. So full count here, top of the second. Nobody on base. 1 out here for Taylor Trammell. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 on a 97-mile-per-hour sinker on the inside half of the strike zone. And now there's 2 away here. 2 outs here in the top of the second. That was Rodriguez's 3rd strikeout of the night. 3 strikeouts here for Rodriguez. 2 away here in the top of the second. Nobody on base. 2 outs, top of the second. Here comes Cam Smith hitting 217. The first pitch to Smith is down low, missed there with a sweeper. 1-0. 1-0 here on Cam Smith. Jason says Frank is actually throwing out the first pitch tonight at the Cardinals game. Wow. The 1-0 pitch in there for a called strike. 1-1. Yeah, Frank the Tank Fleming, obviously known around the world for his Mets rants, reactions to the New Jersey Devils as well. He's also a Devils fan. The 1-1 pitch, down low, 2-1. Yeah, so for everyone who doesn't know, Frank has a lot of rants on the Mets, rants on the New Jersey Devils, and also on the Miami Dolphins as well. But he's definitely greatly known for his passion for sports too. The 2-1 pitch, outside 3-1. 3-1 here on Cam Smith. So 3-1 here on Smith with 2 outs, nobody on base. Rodriguez sets and deals the pitch. And that catches the top of the strike zone for a called strike 2. 3-2, full count here on Cam Smith, the number 8 hitter for Houston. The 3-2 from Rodriguez, the pitch. Called strike 3. Got him with a sinker there on the outside corner. Got him looking for a called strike 3. What a beautiful pitch by Rodriguez. He must have been working on that pitch in the minors, and it's translated well so far tonight. Houston goes 1-2-3 in their half of the second. Yankees lead 2-1. We're going to go to the bottom of the second inning. Coming up for the Yankees will be Jazz Chisholm Jr., Austin Wells, and Jose Caballero. 7, 8, and 9 in the Yankees order. You guys probably notice also that the Yankees are using the same lineup tonight as they did last night, being the fact that they scored 7 runs last night. Pretty good decision by Boone and the front office to keep the lineup consistent tonight. That is definitely a good thing to see, as we haven't really seen the Yankees do that a lot this year, where they keep the lineup the same from the last game, because they've had a lot of inconsistent performances and not so great outcomes. So it looks like tonight they're keeping the lineup consistent with the way that they performed yesterday, which is also good to see. So everybody, please like and subscribe to the channel. It is a great time to be with our show, no doubt about that. This is an amazing opportunity for everybody to be here. If you're not here, I'm not sure where you guys are, but this is the place to be, as we have all the interviews, all the play-by-plays, roundtable shows that you guys wanted. We have them for you guys on this channel whenever you want them to be. Jaguar Paw 3, welcome to the show. What's going on? Please hit that like button. He says, where is Noakes? Matt Noakes will be on the show tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. So you can catch that interview tomorrow with Matt Noakes at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, August 27th. And then, of course, as Nathan just announced, on Monday, August 31st, Frank the Tank Fleming, the one and only Frank the Tank, will be on this show for an interview on Monday, August 31st at 7 p.m. Got to make sure the Yankees don't have a game that night. Well, actually, the Yankees do have a game that night, but it's at 9:30. The Yankees will be playing that night, but the game will be at 9:30. They're actually playing in Anaheim against the Angels on that night. So the interview at 7 o'clock will obviously be at a good time before the Yankee game at 9:38. The first pitch to Jazz Chisholm Popped up, foul territory. It's going to go into the stands behind the plate. And the count here is 0-1 on Jazz Chisholm. Lambert ready for the 0-1 pitch to Jazz. The pitch up high, 1-1. 1-1 here on Jazz Chisholm. Jeff is calling a Caballero home run tonight. The 1-1 pitch on the way to Jazz from Lambert. The pitch fouled away, left field side out of play. Count is now 1-2 on Jazz Chisholm. 1-2. Don't worry, guys. We're going to have more interviews for you guys very, very soon. Also, some notes that I'll be saying after this bottom half of the second, I'll be sharing with you all. The 1-2 to Jazz. The pitch. Ground ball left side to Pena. Throws to first. Not in time as the ball goes past Christian Walker at first base. And Jazz is safe at first base with an infield single. Good try by Pena there. Had to go to his right on the backhand, field the ball, and make like a Derek Jeter-like throw to first base. If Walker scooped that in time, I think it would have just gotten Jazz at first base. But Walker does not handle that ball cleanly as he doesn't scoop it correctly. It goes by him, and Jazz has an infield single. Runner on first base, nobody out. That's what we want to see more of from Jazz. Just put the ball in play with 2 strikes. Use your speed. That's what we want to see. Use your athleticism right there. Well, here's Austin Wells hitting 177, who has been a lot better in his most recent performances. Lambert ready for the first pitch to Wells. The first pitch to Wells. Called strike on the inside corner, 0-1. 0-1 here on Austin Wells. Jaguar, if you have not pressed that like button yet, please press that like button, please. The 0-1 pitch coming up to Wells from Lambert. The stretch. And the 0-1 delivery, the pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1-1 here on Wells. One and one here on Wells. Lambert from the stretch. The 1-1 pitch. In the dirt. Nice stop by Vasquez, and the count is 2-1. Scouting report on the Astros was accurate, can score, but can't pitch or field. That's right. The Astros definitely have a lot of power in that lineup. Alvarez, Pena, Altuve, Walker, they have a lot of good hitters in that lineup. They just don't have the best pitching, which was one of the reasons why they fired their general manager, Dana Brown, the other day. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Wells chased a low changeup right there. Don't know what he was looking for, but he definitely wasn't looking for the right pitch on that one. 2-2. Here is the count to Wells with Jazz on first still. Let's see if Jazz attempts to steal second at any point in this at-bat. Well, we shall see about that. We shall see what Jazz does here on first base. Lambert from the stretch. He's going to throw back to first base, and Jazz is safely back at first base as he uses one of his 2 pickoff attempts there, or one of his 3 pickoff attempts. The 2-2 on the way once again to Austin Wells from Lambert. The 2-2. Jazz goes. The pitch is outside. Going to second is Jazz. The throw is not in time as the ball goes high, almost over Pena's head. He had to make a leaping catch to save that ball from going into center field. Jazz is safe at second base. So Jazz does attempt to steal second on that one, which definitely worked out successfully in his favor on that one. Always good to see Jazz steal second. Let's see if he goes for third. The 3-2 full count pitch to Wells. Fouled away, left field side out of play. Count here remains at 3-2. Yes, Matt Noakes was the one who caught Jim Abbott's no-hitter. I believe Joe said that he was at that game, which is must have been a cool sight to see right there. Thank you, Cruz. Appreciate that. 3-2 full count pitch to Wells. Here we go. Lambert sets for the pitch. The pitch down low. Nice take by Austin Wells. And he works a walk here. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. That will bring up Jose Caballero hitting 233 on the season. First and second, nobody out. Let's see what the Yankees' mentality is here. Very crucial for them to at least advance the runners in this situation. With Caballero, you can do a lot of different things in this at-bat. Of course, you can try to bunt, soft ground ball, fly ball, anything to sacrifice the runners, move them up. Maybe even a base hit here would get the run in. Maybe that would be asking for a little bit too much from this team. We'll see. Lambert is ready for the first pitch. And the first pitch, bunt attempt. And Lambert misses outside with the fastball, 1-0. 1-0 here is the count to Jose Caballero. Runners on first and second with Wells at first and Jazz at second base. Lambert ready, the 1-0 pitch. Another bunt attempt. Caballero lays it down, but it goes foul out of play. 1-1 here is the count on Jose. He's going to try to lay that bunt down. We'll see what happens. He's going to try to lay this bunt down. Astros positioning on defense is the shortstop and second baseman are both back, while the third and first baseman are a little bit in on the grass. The 1-1 pitch. Another bunt attempt. Caballero pops it up, and the pitcher catches it for the first out. Bad bunt by Caballero. He popped it up right back to the starting pitcher, Lambert, and he just was right there to make the catch. So one away here. The runners do not advance. That's just typical. You're supposed to bunt downwards. You're not supposed to bunt. You're not supposed to just pop it up in the air like that. You're supposed to angle the bat when you're trying to bunt. Anyway, here's Trent Grisham with runners on first and second. Let's see what he can do in this situation. Trent struck out back in the first inning. Lambert, once again, ready. The pitch. Fouled away, right back into the screen. 0-1. 0-1 here on Trent Grisham. Runners on first and second, one out. Yankees lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the second. Lambert is at 36 pitches here in the second inning. And we're going to wait a second here as Vasquez calls timeout. Goes out to the mound to meet with Lambert. So a little meeting here on the mound between Vasquez and Lambert. We will wait a second here. Let's see if the Yankees try to execute a double steal in this situation with Jazz and Wells. We can definitely try something like that. Might work. So bottom of the second, 0-1 count here on Trent Grisham, who's 0-1. First and second, one away. Lambert from the stretch, the pitch. And Grisham fouls it away. 0-2. 0-2 here on Grisham. Seems like Lambert is utilizing his changeup tonight. Changeup and fastball combination tonight for Lambert. Oh, 0-2 pitch coming up here on Trent Grisham. See what can happen here. 0-2. Lambert sets, looks at second, and he's going to turn back and look at second base. Jazz is back safely there. That's the second try there from Lambert as he goes to second base right there, so he only has one pickoff move left. The 0-2 pitch to Grisham. In the dirt, nice block by Vasquez, and the count is 1-2. Hey, Jacob Petruzzi, what's going on? Yeah, I just got back from the beach. Now we're back in our normal setting here with my usual background, so thank you very much. How are you, Jacob? What's going on? 1-2 pitch here to Grisham. The pitch popped up, left field side, looking up and going into the seats is the ball there. So that will be a foul ball for Grisham. Count remains here at 1-2. 1-2 here on Trent Grisham with Ben Rice on deck, who hit a home run in his first at-bat. Come on, Grisham, let's try to get a base hit here. Something productive. Lambert once again from the stretch, looking at second. The pitch to Grisham. Outside, 2-2. Missed there with a changeup. 2-2 here on Trent Grisham. 2-2. 2-2 the count on Trent Grisham. Lambert from the stretch and the 2-2. Grisham, ground ball to second base. Altuve to second for 1. Back to first. Nope, no throw back to first base. Wells is out at second base. And that will be a force out by Grisham. So he reaches first base there on the fielder's choice. Runners on first and third with 2 away. Ben Rice coming up to bat. Looked like that ground ball was slow enough to be a double play. Grisham, however, uses his speed to beat that one out. So here is Rice up to bat here. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Lambert ready for the pitch. Inside, 1-0 here on Ben Rice. 1-0. 1-0 here on Ben Rice. Me and you will probably get to see Max Saturday. Now, yes, I'll announce that in 1 sec, Jacob. The 1-0 pitch to Rice. The pitch fouled away, 1-1. And no, not Max Coverage TV. Not Max Powers, not Max Coverage TV, none of those people. He is talking about the one and only Max Fried. That's who Jacob is mentioning right there. 1-1 pitch coming up here from Lambert to Ben Rice. The 1-1 from Lambert, the pitch. Inside, 2-1 on Ben Rice, 2-1. Thank you, Jason. We'll definitely have fun. It's going to be a big series. Yankees, Red Sox, always love to see those rivalry games. Going to be fun to see that game live. The 2-1, and Lambert is going to throw back to first base. How many times are you going to throw back to first base, pal? Let's go here. You don't have a plane to catch. 2-1 here, coming up to Ben Rice. Lambert from the stretch once again, and the 2-1 pitch. Inside, 3-1. 3-1 count on Ben Rice. Being very careful to Rice, respectfully so, as he homered in his first at-bat. 3-1 is the count on Rice with Garcia on deck. The 3-1 pitch from Lambert. And the 3-1 up high and outside, ball 4. Rice works his way on base with a 2-out walk. Bases loaded with 2 outs. As that will now bring up Luis Garcia Jr. But first, we're going to see a mound visit here from the Astros pitching coach, as he will go out and talk to Lambert. Bases loaded, 2 men out in the bottom of the second. Yankees have a 2-1 lead. So as we wait for the mound visit to be over, let's do some injury news real fast. So, of course, prior to tonight's game, of course, the Yankees have placed Fernando Cruz on the 15-day injured list with right elbow discomfort. Sad to see that. Hopefully, he gets better very soon. He's also one of Nithin's inclusive clients, so we hope that he gets better very, very soon. The Yankees, with that move, they optioned Bradley Hanner back down to AAA Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Obviously, pitching tonight is Elmer Rodriguez Cruz. They recalled him from AAA tonight, and I'll get to the rest of the moves after this at-bat. Garcia is up with the bases loaded. 2 away, the pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Went with a sinker there, Lambert did. Up high in the zone, Garcia took his grand slam swing, and he came up empty, 0-1. Lambert with 47 pitches here in the bottom of the second. The 0-1 pitch to Garcia from Lambert. And that one catches the outside corner for a called strike. 0-2 there with a slurve. Seemed like it was a good pitch for Garcia to hit, but he took it right down the middle. 0-2. I'll take it ERC long First, here we need to capitalize. Yes, we need to capitalize right here in this bottom of the second. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled away as Garcia just got a piece of that one to stay alive. 0-2 here remains to be the count. Of course, the Yankees started out this inning with first and second, nobody out. And hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt them if they don't score right here. Need to find a way of getting a run or two in here. It'll be nice. 0-2 is the count to Garcia. Lambert from the stretch. Kicks and fires the pitch. Garcia launches it to right field and deep. Will it stay fair down the line? It is foul ball. Oh, it just missed the foul pole in right field. Don't know how close it was to being a fair ball, but it was barely off the foul pole there as it just missed the foul pole. That just missed the foul pole by about a couple of feet. A few feet away from the foul pole as Garcia just missed a grand slam. Just missed. Just missed a grand slam Garcia did right there. Oh, that would have been nice. Oh my God, he just missed a grand slam by a few feet. No way. Usually after those long foul balls, he usually strikes out. Not only him, but usually in general, after those long foul balls, you'll usually see a strikeout. But we'll see what happens with Garcia. Yeah, that just missed the foul pole. That did not hit the foul pole at all. It just missed. Just missed contacting the foul pole right there. Just missed. Jonathan Kuminga to the Timberwolves. Yes, that did happen a little while ago, Jacob. Yes, it did. Thank you very much. Boston is losing 2-0. Thank you also for the update there, Jacob. We appreciate that update. Oh, so Garcia just missed a grand slam, which would have put the Yankees up 6-1. He just got out in front of a curveball. He just got out in front of it by a few inches right there. Just got out in front of it. All right, the 0-2 pitch to Garcia from Lambert. The pitch is blooped into left field. Coming in is Trammell, and he makes the catch for the final out of the inning. Damn it! Garcia just misses a grand slam, but he lines out to left field, so that'll do it for the inning as the Yankees leave 3 runners on base. Obviously, first and second, nobody out. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and they do not score there. So let's hope that they don't. Let's hope that doesn't come back to haunt the Yankees in any way, shape, or form in this game. Yeah, Jacob, they went to a crew chief review, but obviously, just by seeing it on live and replay, obviously, they showed it multiple times. It was not a fair ball. Man, that was so close to being a grand slam, but obviously we can't cry over spilled milk. Can't cry over that, so we have to just move on and hope that the Yankees still win this game. But getting back to the injury news that I was saying before, so the Yankees placed Fernando Cruz on the 15-day injured list with right elbow discomfort. Bradley Hanner was sent back down to AAA Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Omar Rodriguez Cruz, who is your starting pitcher tonight, was recalled from AAA. Michael Fulmer, the Yankees signed Michael Fulmer. He is going to the Major League roster, so he was transferred to the Major League roster as of today. And then the Yankees also transferred Kervin Castro to the 60-day injured list. So he is on the 60-day injured list. We also got some news about Max Fried. Max Fried is continuously ramping up his live bullpen sessions and throwing sessions as well. So he is on his way back pretty soon, which was the conclusive sentiment among the Yankees after he was injured, was that he would be brought back up within the 15-day injured list that he was on, of course, within the 15-day injured list that he was on before he was optioned to the injured list, which brought Carlos Rodon back up to the Yankees. So the corresponding move obviously was Fried to the IL from Carlos Rodon being back up, but hopefully Fried will be back very soon as he is continuously ramping up from his injury, and he will be back very soon. There's a possibility that he will be back to face against the Boston Red Sox. He'll be back to face against the Red Sox on Saturday. So there's a good possibility of that happening. And if that does happen, which myself and Jacob will be at the game on Saturday night, if Fried is back for that game, then he will be pitching on that night. So that'll be his first start back from the injured list. The 1-1 pitch coming up to Vasquez. Apologize for that, guys. I missed a couple of pitches there, but I had to give you guys the injury news. We also have more injury news to give you guys, but I'll wait for this top of the third inning to be over. The 1-1 pitch to Vasquez in there for a called strike, 1-2. 1-2 here on Christian Vasquez with nobody on base. Nobody out here in the top of the third inning. Yankees up 2-1. The 1-2 pitch outside, 2-2. 2-2 here on Vasquez. Yeah, Jeff, that was tough to see right there. That was very, very tough to see that foul ball. It was just missed from being a grand slam. A few more feet to the left, and that would have been a grand slam. 2-2 pitch coming up to Vasquez. Rodriguez deals. Ground ball to third base. Caballero sets, throws to first on a bounce, and Garcia scoops it and makes the nice play for the first out here in the top of the third inning. One away. One away here in the top of the third. Obviously, with Ryan McMahon still on the injured list, Caballero is taking over the third base responsibilities as of right now. The Yankees do not trust Ahmed Rosario to take over those duties for a long period of time, just being the fact that he's not really used to playing third base that often, even though he can move around all over the infield and the outfield. The Yankees don't really feel comfortable with him playing third base, so Caballero is there for the majority of the time while McMahon is on the injured list. The first pitch to Pena is down low, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch to Pena swung on and missed. Nice curveball from Rodriguez. And the count is now evened up at 1-1. We are at 17 likes. Thank you for the update there, Mr. Nathan. So we are at 17 likes. Let's get to 20 to 25 on the night. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. Nice sinker from Rodriguez, 1-2. Rodriguez's sinker looks exactly like a changeup. Those two could pretty much be like intertwining pitches right there. A sinker and a changeup from Rodriguez. They look just about the same. They have the same movement and the same velocity as well. The 1-2 from Rodriguez. The 1-2 pitch. Soft ground ball to Lombard at shortstop. Fields throws to first in time to get Pena at first base. Nice play once again by Lombard. And now there's 2 away here in the top of the third. 2 away. Rodriguez with 49 pitches here in the top of the third. And now here comes the scary, dangerous Yordan Alvarez, who struck out back in the first inning. Once again, Yordan Alvarez did that 36 home runs on the season. Ben Rice has 35 home runs. As I mentioned, after Ben Rice hit that home run to tie the game at 1. The pitch to Alvarez, fouled away, 0-1. Better be careful with that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to throw that pitch too many times to Alvarez. It has to be in the right location, or else he could capitalize. So the count here is 0-1 on Alvarez, top of the third. 0-1 here to Alvarez. The pitch. Down low, missed there with a changeup at 90 miles per hour. 1-1. 1-1 on Alvarez. Top of the third, once again, Yankees up 2-1. 2 away, nobody on base. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Nice curveball there from Rodriguez as he got Alvarez chasing there with a curveball. 1-2. 1-2 here on Alvarez. Rodriguez kicks and deals. The 1-2 pitch. Alvarez with a ground ball to Caballero at third base, throwing to first in time to get Alvarez at first. Yankees had a little bit of a shift there on Alvarez with Caballero playing at the shortstop position and Lombard playing over second base, and it worked out pretty well as Caballero was right there, made the play, threw to first, and the inning is over. So the Astros go 1-2-3 in their half of the third inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the third. Coming up to bat for the Yankees will be Bellinger, Lombard, and Jones. That will be 4, 5, and 6 for the Yankees. Bellinger, Lombard, Jones, 4, 5, and 6. So to cap off the injury news that I was talking about before the inning started. So I mentioned Fried will be back most likely for the series against Boston, most likely on that Saturday night. We mentioned Fernando Cruz obviously going on the 15-day injured list with left elbow discomfort. Also, Clark Schmidt. Clark Schmidt did have a live session. He is ready for a live rehab start. He's ready for a rehab start either in AA or AAA, but there has not been a date announced yet for that session to be held in. So we're just waiting on whether Clark Schmidt will throw his live rehab start either in AAA and AA and whenever that may be. So they're still trying to find a date for that to happen, but Clark Schmidt will be on his way back pretty soon, most likely in the beginning to middle of September, I would say. Now, we also saw that Justin Topa was signed by the Yankees. And he is on the active roster. So Boone said that Topa and the other guy that they signed, Fulmer. So Topa and Fulmer, Michael Fulmer, will be pretty much used as high leverage relievers in the Yankees bullpen as well. So we're going to see those guys in high leverage situations. Once again, just speaking on what the Yankees have said about those two guys, Michael Fulmer and about Justin Topa too. That's pretty much all we have on the injury news. Let's give a quick scoreboard update here before we head to the bottom of the third. Of course, Yankees lead 2-1 over the Astros, bottom of the third. The Marlins have a 2-0 lead on the Red Sox in the bottom of the fifth. The Rockies lead 4-1 on the Nationals, top of the fifth. As the first pitch from Lambert is fouled away, 0-1 on Bellinger. The Royals and the Blue Jays no score in the top of the fourth. The Brewers have a 4-0 lead on the Mets going to the bottom of the third. Dodgers have a 3-1 lead on the Braves in the top of the third. And the 0-1 pitch to Bellinger. Swung on and missed. Swung through a cutter at 92 miles per hour, 0-2. Rangers and the White Sox, no score, top of the second. Orioles, 5-0 lead on the Cardinals, bottom of the first. And the 0-2 pitch to Bellinger. Down low, 1-2. Good take by Bellinger. At 9:05 will be Twins and Athletics. Your finals on the day. I'll announce it right after this pitch. The 1-2 from Lambert to Bellinger. Here we go. The 1-2. Lambert sets and deals the pitch. Bellinger pokes it to left center field. Coming in is Varsho, and he makes the running catch for the first out in the bottom of the third. One away. Your scoreboard finals for the day are as follows. The Tampa Bay Rays have defeated the Detroit Tigers 3-0. So the Rays beat the Tigers 3-0. D-backs beat the Cubs 2-0. The Reds came back and beat the Giants 10-9. Guardians came back to beat the Angels 4-3. Here's Lombard. The first pitch to Lombard. Down low, 1-0. Padres shut out the Pirates 3-0. And the Phillies shut out the Mariners 6-0. So that is your scoreboard update. I apologize for the calling pitches in between. Just had to get that scoreboard update in as we did the injuries before. The 1-0 pitch to Lombard. Up the middle, grounds it up the middle. Altuve playing over second base, throwing to first in time to get Lombard at first base. Nice play by the little demon Jose Altuve over there at second base, as he had to go behind the bag on his backhand while making a nice leaping throw across his body for the second out of the inning. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third as Spencer Jones will now come up to bat. Hey, Celia, she says, hey, Evan, yesterday's loss was kind of terrible, especially given that the Rays lost. Feels like they're never going to catch them. Yep. The first pitch to Jones is down low, 1-0. Well, I mean, I do see your point there, Celia. I definitely have some doubts that the Yankees will catch the Rays, but anything is still possible. They still face them in a 4-game series in September, so we'll see about that. The 1-0 pitch to Jones, outside, missed with a changeup, 2-0. 2-0 here on Spencer Jones. Lambert sets for the 2-0 pitch to Jones. And the 2-0. Jones swings and misses at a changeup, 2-1. 2-1 here on Spencer Jones. Lambert kicks and deals the pitch. Swing and a miss by Jones on a high fastball, 2-2. 2-2, here is the count to Jones. Two and two here on Jones. Hey, T-Road, what's going on? Everybody new in here, please press that like button. The 2-2 pitch to Jones from Lambert. The pitch fouled away as Jones got a piece of that one and fouled it behind the screen there. So the count remains here at 2-2. 2-2 on Jones. Jazz Chisholm on deck. Two and two. Here is the count to Jones, who's 0 for 1 today with the strikeout. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss by Jones as he struck out again on a changeup that time. Goes down swinging. So that'll do it for the inning. Yankees go 1-2-3 in their half of the third. We're going to go to the top of the fourth inning. And we'll see who comes up to bat for Houston. I'll announce that for you guys right now. Coming up to bat for Houston is going to be Isaac Paredes, Jose Altuve, and Dalton Varsho. 3, 4, and 5 for Houston as we go to the top of the fourth. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. Please press that like button and subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. We're only 2 away from 2,000 subscribers, so please subscribe to the channel if you have not. If you're listening in the background, if you're new, please press that like button. We welcome all baseball fans here. Yankee fans, Astro fans, Met fans, Brewer fans, Red Sox fans, Blue Jay fans, whatever you want, whatever team you root for, we really do appreciate you guys being here as well. Noticed in the YouTube live streams, we noticed that there are a lot of different fan bases, a lot of different people that come in from different parts of the world as well. And so we appreciate that as well. We appreciate all of our international subscribers too, who tune into us on a daily basis. Even if you're 6 hours ahead, if you're in Europe, you're 6 hours. You're 6 hours behind us. If you're in Europe, if you're in London, you're 5 hours behind us. 5 hours. Yeah, 5 hours behind us, and so on. 5 hours ahead. What am I saying? They're 5 hours ahead. If you're in Europe, you're 6 hours ahead. If you're in London, you're 5 hours ahead, and so on and so forth. But we appreciate you guys being here. So as far as other programming notes too, tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m., Joe will be on YouTube Live for Coffee Bagels tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. on YouTube Live tomorrow morning. And then at 5:00 p.m. tomorrow, Matt Noakes will be on the show. Former Yankee catcher Matt Noakes will be on the show tomorrow at 5 p.m. And then we will have the coverage of the Yankees and Astros final game of a 3-game set from Yankee Stadium tomorrow at 7 p.m. with the live play-by-play. Those are your programming notes for tomorrow. Here is Isaac Paredes. The first pitch to Paredes, inside 1-0 here. Paredes walked in the first inning, scored a run. 1-0 count here on Isaac Paredes. Rodriguez deals the pitch, and he misses down low with the sinker. 2-0. 2-0 here on Isaac Paredes. The 2-0 pitch from Rodriguez. And that one catches the bottom of the strike zone for a called strike. 2-1. 2-1 here on Isaac Paredes. Paredes walked in his first at-bat. The 2-1 pitch popped up to shallow right field. In comes Jones, and he makes the one-handed catch for the first out of the inning. 1 away here in the top of the fourth. Rodriguez has thrown 57 pitches. In my opinion, this has probably been his best outing since coming back up from the minors. This has definitely been his best outing. I've thought to myself before, I hadn't really said it a lot, but I've thought to myself that he's definitely more efficient now. He's definitely not walking as many batters as he did his first time around when he first came up. I thought the Yankees should have given him some more opportunities before making this start, but here we are. The pitch to Altuve. Hit in the air to right field, not deep. Jones is there and makes the catch for the out. And the little demon Altuve is retired for the second out in the top of the fourth inning. He should have gotten out twice. In his first at-bat, Grisham should have made the catch, but he let Altuve get away with a hit in that at-bat and an RBI too. But then Altuve flies out to right field for the first out recorded in his box score. A 2 away here, 2 outs here in the top of the fourth inning. Rodriguez sets the pitch to Varsho, is in there for a called strike. 0-1. 0-1 here on Dalton Varsho. Top of the fourth, 2 outs, nobody on base. We are at 1,999 subs. Thank you, Joe, for the update there. We are almost at 2,000 subs. We are 1 subscriber away from 2,000 subscribers. Everybody, please, if you are listening and have not subscribed, make sure you please press that subscribe button. Please check to make sure you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, please press that subscribe button. The 1-1 pitch swung on and tipped off the umpire's mask there, fouled away. And the count is now 1-2. 1-2 here on Dalton Varsho. We appreciate you guys, of course, as always, whether you want roundtable shows, you want interviews, play-by-plays, whatever it may be, YouTube live streams, daily coverage of the Yankees. Well, this is your place to be, please. The 1-2 pitch, fouled away by Varsho. Count remains 1-2. Yes, T-Road, I know you have been subscribed for a long time. You've been here for as long as I can remember, for about, 5 or 6 months now, so we appreciate that. We know you are subscribed. We thank you very much for that, of course. We love all of our subscribers. The 1-2 pitch. This one's hit in the air to pretty deep right center field. Grisham going back on the warning track, looking up, and that ball is gone. It goes into the Yankees bullpen for a solo shot, and the game is now tied up at 2 as Dalton Varsho, another Yankee killer, as Joe mentioned that last night too, that Dalton Varsho does damage against the Yankees, and of course last year and this year with his time with Toronto, of course, has done a lot of damage against the Yankees, gotten a lot of hits, home runs, and has made a lot of good defensive plays too. Well, he goes deep right there. Even with another team, with the Astros, he still goes deep, and that ties up the game at 2 apiece. The 2, here we go. The pitch to Walker, ground ball to shortstop. Lombard on the backhand, throws to first, and that will do it for the top of the 4th as Walker grounds out. However, Houston ties the game up at 2 apiece. Dalton Varsho goes deep, and we are tied up at 2. We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. Coming up to bat for the Yankees will be Jazz Chisholm Jr., Austin Wells, and Jose Caballero. So it will be 7, 8, and 9 for the Yankees in the lineup. Going to the bottom of the 4th, 2-2 game here in the Bronx. My friend Mike Vaccaro subbed. He was the 1,999th subscriber. Thank you, Nathan, very much. Please tell Mike we say thank you very much for subscribing, of course. And we hope that he enjoys all the programming shows that we have here. Well, we knew they were going to score another run. I honestly thought Elmer was going to get shelled today. Well, Celia, no, he's actually had one of his best starts of his career, in my opinion. This is probably his best start. Not only being the fact that he has allowed 1 walk, but he's definitely commanded the zone a lot better today. He's getting a lot of ground outs. When you're a sinker ball change-up pitcher, that's what your motivation is. You're trying to get a lot of ground balls too. So I just think he's done a good job of that. And also he's striking out 4 batters too. So that is that's a good thing you want to see from Elmer too as well. You just got to hope that the Yankee bullpen comes through, of course, with Fernando Cruz going on the injured list. You have Tim Hill, you have Brent Hedrick, you have David Bednar. Of course, you have Yari De Los Santos. You have some other options in there, but some of your high leverage guys are now on the injured list. Now you have to refer to some of your other options in the bullpen. Probably not the most secure middle relievers, but it is what it is at this point. Have to rely on what you have to rely on to get through this part of the season. Nobody has a fully healthy team at this point in the year, which is pretty much why we were talking about how Cashman should have gotten another reliever at the deadline, a high leverage middle reliever at the deadline. At least in my opinion, that's what they should have done. And this is what you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay the cost in this situation, of course, with some injuries, some guys that have had a lot of overloads for this bullpen this year. It's definitely not the situation that you want to be in. But I did have a feeling that the Astros were going to score that run especially after the Yankees failed to capitalize with the bases loaded, and even before that too, with runners on first and second, nobody out. So here's Jazz Chisholm up to bat in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch, line drive up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Jazz Chisholm as he leads off the bottom of the 4th inning with a leadoff single. Nice job there by Jazz Chisholm with that leadoff base hit. And he's 2 for 2 with 2 singles today. Better approach from Jazz Chisholm in today's game. I like to see that. Yeah, Joe, I don't know why they keep pitching to Dalton Varsho. No idea. They have to change up the strategy. You would think after a million hits against the Yankees, you'd think they would finally change something up, but they don't. Also forgot to mention that Paul Blackburn is in the bullpen too. Paul Blackburn and Ryan Yarbrough are both available as well. And yep, another 2-out run allowed. So Austin Wells is up here, the 8th hitter tonight, who walked back in his first plate appearance. The pitch, line drive to right field. That's going to be a base hit in front of Smith, the right fielder. Jazz goes to second, and he stays right there. Yankees with 2 hits to lead off the bottom of the 4th. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Looked like it was a curveball there from Lambert, left it right over the plate, and Wells smashed it into right field for a base hit. First and second, nobody out. This is the second opportunity the Yankees have had this chance. Let's please get a run in here. Caballero is going to redeem himself here. He's going to have a chance to redeem himself. In the second inning, the Yankees had the runners on first and second. Nobody out. Caballero bunted. He bunted and just popped it up right back to the pitcher. So let's hope that he can redeem himself right here. Lay a bunt down here. Get the runners over to second and third. Maybe even get an RBI too if you want. Let's redeem yourself here. Come on. The pitch. Down low, 1-0. 1-0 here on Caballero. And Nathan says, we are at 2,000 subs. My friend Chris Peterson was the 2,000 subscriber. Thank you, Nathan, very much. We appreciate that. So we are officially at 2,000 subs. We thank everybody for your subscriptions and your time for being here. Of course, the pitch. And that one's in there for a called strike, 1-1. So, of course, we appreciate everybody for your contribution to this channel and bringing your passion to NY Yankee Mania and World Sports Mania Entertainment as well. We're definitely going to build up World Sports Mania Entertainment as well. World Sports Mania Entertainment, our affiliate channel here, will also be built up. The 1-1, as Lambert is going to go back to second base. No throw, just checks to make sure that Jazz is not leading too far off the second base bag. So 1-1 here is the count on Jose. Bottom of the 4th. Lambert sets the pitch. And Caballero shoots it into right field. Coming on is Smith. He dives, but he can't make the catch. He traps it. And he's acting like he caught it. And Jazz goes to third base. As that was a base hit by Caballero. It definitely did fall in front of Smith there. He trapped it for a single. So that's going to be a single there for Jose Caballero. And now the bases are loaded. Bases loaded with nobody out. Good job, Caballero, for redeeming yourself there as he does get a base hit. Wells was good for Wells. He was off right on the pitch. He read that well. He was off right on the pitch. Jazz moved to third. Caballero with the single. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's Trent Grisham, the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1 on Trent Grisham, 0-1. Trent is 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a fielder's choice. Here we go. The 0-1 pitch on the way to Trent Grisham. As Lambert from the stretch. And the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1-1 here on Trent Grisham. One and one. Bases loaded, nobody out. Bottom of the 4th, 2-2 game. Lambert sets the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Altuve fields to second for 1 to first. Double play. A 4-6-3 double play for the Astros as the run does come in to score. Coming in to score is Jazz Chisholm. The Yankees have a 3-2 lead. However, that will not be an RBI for Grisham as he grounds into the double play. So no RBI for Grisham, but the Yankees do take a 3-2 lead. And that will now bring up Ben Rice, who's 1 for 1 today, as he comes up to bat with a runner on third base with 2 men out. So I guess you'll take that run if you're the Yankees. Definitely could have benefited by a sac fly or not grounding into a double play, but we'll take it. The pitch to Rice. Misses up and in with a cutter there, 1-0. 1-0 here on Ben Rice. Had a solo home run in his first at-bat and then walked in his second at-bat. The 1-0 pitch on the way here from Lambert to Rice. Lambert sets, and the 1-0 pitch to Rice. Fly ball to left field. Going back is Trammell. Going back. And he makes the catch right near the warning track for the final out of the inning. Good approach by Ben Rice, but he unfortunately flies out to left field. But the Yankees do score a run there on a Trent Grisham, not an RBI fielder's choice or double play, but Yankees do get 1 run there on the Trent Grisham double play. Would have liked to see them at least score a couple more runs in that inning. Maybe 2 or 3 would have been nice. But you settle with 1, and you'll see what happens in the rest of the game. Yankees take a 3-2 lead. We're going to go to the top of the 5th. Coming up to bat for Houston will be Taylor Trammell, Cam Smith, and Christian Vasquez, 7, 8, and 9 in the Astros lineup. 7, 8, and 9 here. So, guys, as I was mentioning before, too, of course, thank you guys for 2,000 subscribers. It definitely means a lot to all of us here on the channel, as we've all put our hearts in for this channel as well. And, of course, Joe doing a great job and putting a lot of his own hard work into the show, too, with all the YouTube live streams and, of course, the play-by-plays, the interviews, the roundtable shows, and all those other streams that he's come up with to pretty much get us where we are today at 2,000 subs. It definitely means a lot to all of us, and we greatly appreciate everybody's support here on the channel too. So guys, as I was saying too, even though we're at 2,000 subs on this channel, we're also trying to build up another channel that we have here. It's actually our second channel. It's called World Sports Mania Entertainment. If you guys would like, I can put the link in the stream for you guys, or if anybody in the stream wants to put the link to the World Sports Mania Entertainment channel as well, we can do that right now, actually. So, of course, we appreciate all the support on that channel as well. We're just over 130 subscribers on that channel, too, so we're trying to build up that channel a little bit more. And being the fact that we did acquire another addition to our team, his name is Jesse. He's a Phillies fan. He will be calling a couple of baseball games on World Sports Mania Entertainment. Even though he's a Phillies fan, he's definitely going to play a crucial part in World Sports Mania Entertainment because he will be calling the Atlanta Braves against the Philadelphia Phillies on, I believe it's Sunday, September 6th. So Sunday, September 6th, Jesse will be calling the Braves and Phillies game on World Sports Mania Entertainment. So everybody, please go over and subscribe to World Sports Mania Entertainment and support Jesse as well. We're all still going to be a part of World Sports Mania Entertainment. We've done a lot of streams on World Sports Mania Entertainment too. Basketball games, football games, baseball games, you name it. We're going to do a lot more on that channel too. So just please subscribe to World Sports Mania Entertainment as well. So here in the top of the fifth inning, coming up to bat is Taylor Trammell. The 1-0 pitch up high, 2-0. 2-0 here on Taylor Trammell. Yankees have a 3-2 lead, top of the fifth. The 2-0 pitch. Fly ball to left field. Bellinger going back, still going back on the warning track near the wall, and he makes the running catch right near the wall in left field. Nice play by Cody Bellinger. And there's one away here in the top of the fifth inning. Nice play by Bellinger right there. That's why he's a Gold Glove outfielder. One out here in the top of the fifth, as that will now bring up Cam Smith, who was 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout back in the top of the second inning. Rodriguez sets the pitch. Swung on and missed. Nice curveball there from Rodriguez, or sweeper. 0-1. Rodriguez is at 68 pitches here in the top of the fifth inning. Yankees have a 3-2 lead. I think this has been his best start of his career so far in a Yankee uniform. The 0-1 pitch. In there for a called strike with the sinker. 0-2. 0-2 here on Cam Smith. And everybody, I also put the link to World Sports Mania Entertainment in the chat as well. So everybody, please go there and subscribe to the channel. 0-2 on Smith, the pitch. Fly ball into shallow left center field. Coming in is Grisham, coming in, and he makes the running catch. Nice play by Grisham there as he came in to make the play. Whenever he's coming in, he seems to have a better read on the ball. Whenever he's going back, he seems to have a tougher read on the ball. So it's just the way the world turns there as Grisham makes the running catch. Coming in from center field, and now there's two away here as Christian Vasquez will step up to bat. Christian Vasquez stepping up to bat for Houston with a ground out back in the third inning. He's 0 for 1. 70 pitches on the night here for ERC. The pitch to Vasquez, and that one's in there for a called strike. Nice sinker there from Rodriguez at 97 miles per hour. 0-1. 0-1 here on Vasquez. Rodriguez deals the 0-1. Outside 1-1. 1-1 here on Vasquez. Top of the fifth inning. Yankees up 3-2 here against the Astros. 72 pitches here for Rodriguez. The 1-1 pitch. And that one's in there for a called strike. 1-2. 1-2 here is the count to Vasquez. Rodriguez has 4 strikeouts tonight. Has allowed 1 walk, 2 hits, and 2 earned runs. Should have only allowed 1 earned run, but Grisham's error in the first inning did cost him that run. The 1-2 pitch fouled away as Vasquez stays alive in this at-bat. Count remains at 1-2 here. 2 outs, top of the 5th, nobody on base. Yankees have a 3-2 lead. Thank you all for watching me tonight. I really, really appreciate that. Again, please like and subscribe to NY Yankee Mania. We appreciate that. Let's get to 3,000 subs. Good. Let's go to infinity and beyond. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a sweeper in the dirt. That'll do it for the Astros in the top of the 5th. They go 1-2-3. That is Rodriguez's 5th strikeout on the night. 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 RBIs. And as they're showing right now, 5 innings tonight is Rodriguez's longest outing of his career. 5 innings. Great job by Rodriguez. He's definitely improved a lot of things tonight, and we've definitely seen that on command from him in this game. So that's definitely a good thing to see there from Elmer Rodriguez Cruz right there, ERC. So now we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Coming up to bat for the Yankees will be Luis Garcia Jr., Cody Bellinger, and George Lombard Jr. 3, 4, and 5 in the Yankees order. Garcia, Bellinger, and Lombard. So that'll also... I don't know if ERC is going to be done for the night. We'll see if he comes back in for the 6th. Being the fact that the Yankees have a little bit of a compromised bullpen right now, we'll definitely wait to see what happens on that. Let's see if there are any other scoreboard updates. The Marlins still have a 2-0 lead on the Red Sox in the bottom of the 6th. The Blue Jays have a 3-0 lead on the Royals in the bottom of the 5th. Brewers have a 7-0 lead on the Mets, bottom of the 4th. Dodgers up 3-2 over the Braves, bottom of the 4th. White Sox 2-0 over the Rangers, bottom of the 2nd. Orioles, who won by a large margin last night. The Orioles beat the Cardinals last night by a score of 13-1. So they had a 12-run margin win last night over the Cardinals as they keep up their winning ways. And tonight they're up right now 7-1 on the Cardinals. Hey.
Hello, Evan. First of all, Evan, congratulations. Awesome stream. And I want to thank each and every one of you here and Nitin and his group and everybody subbing. Thank you so much. It's been a world spin. It really, really has. It's worth every weight in gold. Keep it going, everyone. 2,000 subs. I'm very, very proud of this team, of our group, and just keep going. There's a lot more fun coming, everyone. Just hang out, everyone. Thank you. We've gone through hard times, good times, no times, but everything has been amazing. I love each and every one of you, as I've been saying. I don't want to kill the play-by-play. Let's go Yankees. Thank you, Evan, and the whole staff. I will address everyone at the end of the game. Love you all.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for that, Joe, too. We appreciate that. Of course, once again, congrats to you again on all your hard work of building this channel, too. It's definitely been a fun ride along, and we're just going to keep at it. The 1-1 pitch to Garcia. Swing and a miss on a changeup, 1-2 here. 1-2 to Garcia here in the bottom of the 5th. Yankees once again up 3-2. Bellinger on deck, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Lambert still in the game for Houston. The 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, bounces up there. The count is now evened up at 2-2. 2-2 here on Garcia, who is 1 for 2 on the night. Garcia just missed a grand slam in the 2nd inning by just a couple feet to the right of the foul pole in right field. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to first base. Walker is there. Flips to Lambert, who's covering, and he steps on first for the first out of the bottom of the 5th, 1 away. That will bring up Cody Bellinger, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Bellinger coming up to bat. Of course, again, shout out to everybody. Shout out to the email as well. Everybody in the email that was watching. I know Chef Nick likes to shout out the email too, so I'll shout you guys out too. Shout out Bob Rizzo. Shout out to Richmond Valley Pharmacy, Page Laundromat. Of course, everybody else, Ava, Teresa, everybody who's a part of the email. We appreciate you guys for listening, sharing out the content on the channel, and of course, being a part of the email chain too. So we appreciate you guys as well for the work that you guys do to help us. The first pitch to Bellinger is in there for a called strike. 0-1. 0-1 to Bellinger. I will do a standings update after the bottom of the fifth inning. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Bellinger. The pitch. Ground ball to first base. Bellinger was slow getting out of the box. Doesn't matter. Walker goes to first, steps on the bag. And now there's 2 recorded outs here in the bottom of the fifth. 2 away. 2 outs here, bottom of the fifth. As that will bring up George Lombard Jr., who is 0 for 2 tonight. But he has an RBI as well, as he got in the Yankees' second run of the game with an RBI ground out in the bottom of the first inning. Not a lot of people who are typing here right now. We appreciate you guys. Please at least like the channel, like the stream, please, as well. Like the stream, and also feel free to comment too. The first pitch to Lombard. Inside, 1-0. 1-0 here on George Lombard Jr. The 1-0 pitch to Lombard from Lambert. The pitch. And that one's in there for a called strike. 1-1. 1-1 here to Lombard. One pitch coming up here to Lombard from Lambert. The 1-1. Fouled away by Lombard. 1-2. 1-2 here on George Lombard Jr. Again, everybody, please subscribe to World Sports Mania Entertainment, as well as we're trying to build up that channel too. Jesse, our newest talent acquisition for World Sports Mania Entertainment, will be calling the Braves and Phillies game on Sunday at 1:10. Sunday, September 6th, I should say. The 1-2 pitch to Lombard. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. And Lombard goes down looking right there for the third out of the bottom of the fifth. So that'll do it for the inning. Lambert has 4 strikeouts tonight. 4 strikeouts for Lambert tonight. We're now going to go to the top of the sixth. Coming up to bat for Houston will be Jeremy Pena, Yordan Alvarez, and Isaac Paredes. So 1, 2, 3 in the Astros lineup. Pena, Alvarez, and Paredes. 1, 2, and 3. So appreciate you guys again for being here. Let's do a quick standings update as well, as we have the time now with the commercial break here. So let's see a quick standings update that we have in the AL East. Being the fact that the Rays defeated the Tigers today. By the way, the Rays took 2 out of 3 against the Tigers this week so far. So, of course, the Rays won today 3-0. So, being the fact that they won, the Yankees have a 4-game lead on the Rays. The Rays have a 4-game lead on the Yankees for first place. Rays have a 4-game lead on the Yankees for first place in the AL East. They are up by 4 games. Yankees are a game and a half on top of Boston, being the fact that Yankees play the Red Sox this weekend at Yankee Stadium. It's going to be a big series, of course. That 4-game series this weekend is going to be big to determine if the Red Sox will pass the Yankees in second place in the first wildcard spot, or if the Yankees will stay in second place and also in the first wildcard spot in the AL East and in the wildcard standings as well. So that is your standings update here. Of course, myself, Jason, and Chef Nick had the call for the Rays and Tigers game on Monday night. The Rays won that game 4-1. And of course, we gave our opinions and analysis on the Rays and the Tigers in that game. So if you have not, please go back and watch that stream as well. That was a great stream and play-by-play that we had. Of course, doing the American League Showdown series with the Red Sox, the Rays, any other games that may have implications on the Yankees. We're definitely going to bring those games to you guys once more. If you guys have any recommendations for any games that you would like to see, please let us know. We'd be happy to call those games for you guys. Let us know in the email. Let us know via email, of course, or via the comment section after the live stream is over. Please feel free to leave any comments after any of our live streams to recommend any play-by-plays, any teams that you guys want to see us do, any teams or games that you guys want to see us call, please let us know. The 0-1 pitch to Pena is swung on and missed 0-2. 0-2 here is the count to Jeremy Pena. In the top of the sixth, Rodriguez is still in there at 77 pitches. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt, 1-2. Missed there with a curveball there. So the count is 1-2 here on Pena. Of course, the first pitch being a swinging strike, second pitch being a called strike. So, of course, 0-2. The 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him swinging there with a curveball on the outside corner. Nice pitch there by Rodriguez. Curveball / sweeper, I guess you could say. So that is the 6th strikeout of the night for Rodriguez. 6th strikeout of the night for ERC. One away here in the top of the 6th. One away. As that will now bring up Yordan Alvarez. The first pitch to Yordan. Misses down low there with a curveball, 1-0. 1-0 here on Yordan Alvarez. Of course, once again, I'll do it after this pitch. The 1-0 pitch coming up to Alvarez from Rodriguez. The 1-0 in there for a called strike, 1-1. Of course, once again, as I mentioned before, too, big shout out to Chris Peterson, who is Nathan's friend on being the 2000th subscriber. Shout out to Chris Peterson if you're watching. We thank you very much for being our 2000th subscriber, and we hope you enjoy the content here on NY Yankee Mania. The 1-1 pitch served into left field. That's going to be a base hit for Alvarez as he bloops a single in front of Bellinger in left field. Base hit for Alvarez as he gets on first base. Runner on first base with one away. As that will now bring up Isaac Paredes. Paredes coming up to bat. So Yankees holding on tight to this 3-2 lead, of course. Yankees holding on tight to this 3-2 lead. Runner on first base with one away. The first pitch to Paredes. Ground ball to shortstop. It should be 2. Lombard flips to Jazz for 1. To first. Double play. 6-4-3. Lombard to Chisholm. To Garcia. 6-4-3 double play. Houston does not score. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. As coming up to bat for the Yankees will be Jones, Chisholm, and Wells. So it will be 6, 7, 8. Jones, Chisholm, and Wells for the Yankees in the bottom of the 6th inning. So this has been a pretty fast-moving game so far tonight, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the live stream. Hope you've enjoyed our commentary for this whole game so far tonight. We appreciate you guys being here. A lot of new upgrades coming up for the podcast room that Joe streams in. He's going to have a lot of new updates and features in the podcast room that he does the games in, of course, with his disco lights and the every little feature that he has as well. He's the sound effects, the music, the commercial breaks, all those things. He's going to have a big upgrade to his podcast room as well, with a lot of things going on as well. So we definitely appreciate that. Look out for those upgrades as well. Definitely looking to upgrade a lot of the things here on the channel, but of course a lot of the background stuff that we do as well, to give you guys our best, pretty much our best looking features and just upgrading the value of the channel overall, as we're trying to get to the next level here on the channel too. Trying to reach new heights as well. So again, I appreciate you guys for being here tonight. Please feel free once again to leave more comments, as you know, the last comment that I made was 16 minutes ago. So I don't know where you guys are hiding at tonight, but please feel free to comment as well. Usually we get more comments than this, but my last comment was at 8:27, 16 minutes ago. So please, guys, feel free to comment as well. Currently have 8 people watching tonight. I don't know. Is it because Chef Nick is in here? You'll see myself and Chef Nick on Friday night doing the play-by-play for Yankees and Red Sox. So please stay tuned for that. The first pitch to Jones, up high, 1-0. That pitch was so high it actually reached the screen there behind home plate. So the count is 1-0 here on Spencer Jones. 1-0 here on Jones. Bottom of the 6th, the 1-0 pitch. Up high, 2-0 here on Jones, 2-0. Jones is 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts. Here comes the 2-0 pitch from Lambert. And the 2-0. Right there in there for a called strike 1 with a fastball at 94 miles per hour. 2-1 here is the count on Spencer Jones. Lambert still in the game here at 88 pitches in the bottom of the 6th. The 2-1. And Lambert misses down low with a changeup there and a good take by Jones. 3-1. 3-1. 3-1 here is the count on Spencer Jones. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Jones on a changeup once again. 3-2 now. 3-2, full count. Jones has been fooled a couple times tonight by the high fastball and the low changeup. Let's see if he adjusts to that right here. The 3-2 full count pitch. And Jones takes it for a called strike 3. Right down the middle there. Don't know what he was looking for there. Must have been looking for an off-speed pitch. But he takes a fastball right down the middle for called strike 3, and he challenges it. Uses an ABS challenge, but there was no need to use the ABS challenge because that one was right down the middle. And just like that, the Yankees only have 1 challenge remaining left in this game. 1 challenge left. Bad challenge by Jones. Bad night from Spencer Jones tonight as he's struck out 3 times. He has struck out 3 times tonight, so not his best performance. Here comes Jazz Chisholm Jr. up the bat. He's 2 for 2 tonight with 2 singles, an infield single and a base hit to center field. The first pitch to Jazz, fouled away, 0-1. 0-1 here on Jazz Chisholm, who's 2 for 2 tonight. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Yankees once again with a 3-2 lead. Lambert at 92 pitches here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 0-1 is the count here on Jazz Chisholm. Yankees again up 3-2. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Jazz. The 0-1. Up high, 1-1. 1-1 on Jazz Chisholm. The 1-1 pitch coming up from Lambert. The delivery, the pitch, outside, 2-1. Missed with a changeup, 2-1. 2-1 here on Jazz Chisholm. Two 1 pitch coming up here from Lambert. And the pitch outside, 3-1. Missed again there with the changeup. 3-1 is the count now on Jazz Chisholm. Lambert once again from the stretch. And the delivery, the 3-1 pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. 3-2, full count. Full count here on Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Full count pitch. Jazz takes a timeout here, so we'll wait a second to do the 3-2. Here comes the 3-2 on the way from Lambert. The delivery, the pitch. Up high, he walked him, ball 4. Good at bat by Jazz Chisholm. He gets on base for the 3rd time tonight in 3 plate appearances. Runner on first, 1 away. As that will now bring up the the number 8 hitter, Austin Wells. Runner on first base, 1 out here for Austin Wells, the number 8 hitter. Lambert ready, and the first pitch to Wells. Misses just a little bit up high, 1-0, above the strike zone there. As the catcher Vasquez wants a challenge, let's see if he wins it. And the ABS shows that the pitch was a ball. So the Astros challenge is not successful. And now the Astros only have one challenge left as Vasquez wastes a challenge there for Houston. The count is 1-0 here on Austin Wells with Jazz on first base, 1 away. Again, 3-2 Yankees lead. And Lambert is going to check on Jazz Chisholm at first base, throws to Walker. And Jazz is back safely at first base. Lambert with 98 pitches here in the bottom of the 6th inning. I imagine this would be his last inning here. Depending on how long this at bat goes, maybe his last batter. The 1-0 pitch to Wells from Lambert. And the pitch in there for a called strike. 1-1. 1-1 here on Austin Wells. Sorry if I missed some of your comments, guys. I don't know what happened. The stream was, I guess it was lagging on my end. Appreciate that. I'll catch up to your comments after this. The pitch is up high. Going to second base is Jazz. And he gets tagged on the back. He is out at second base. Jazz gets tagged out at second base. Jazz gets tagged out. Nice throw there from Vasquez to Pena. And let's see if the Yankees want to review here. Let's see if the hand hit the base simultaneously. It looked like Jazz was tagged out. Yeah. It looked like Jazz was just tagged out there on the back before he hit second base. We'll see if the Yankees want to challenge it. It's going to be a tough play to overturn here. Showing some replays of it. Jazz going to second. Does he get the hand in there? He might have gotten the hand in, actually. He might have just gotten his hand to touch the second base bag. As showing the other angle here, it doesn't show when Jazz hit his hand on second base, but the tag was applied just as Jazz was reaching his hand on second base. So it's going to be a tough play to overturn here. I would be surprised if they overturn this call, but we'll see. That's the beauty of replay. So thank you guys for your comments. Of course, congratulations to everybody on the stream here for contributing to 2,000 subs. Myself, Nathan, Jason, Chef Nick, Johnny Salami, George, and everybody else who's come along the way too. Thank you all for contributing here to the channel, of course, for reaching our goal here. Of course, a lot more subs to go. Thank you all for your support tonight. I appreciate that. Continue to press the like button, please, as we are trying to reach over 20 likes tonight. Celia, Evan, here's a question for you. Do you think they're rushing Free back so we can pitch in that Red Sox series? Obviously, it would be nice to see him in this series, but I can't help but feel like he's rushed. I don't think they're rushing him, Celia. I really don't think they're going to rush him back. I really don't think they're rushing him back. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's a rush back. No. After review, the call on the field is confirmed. Jazz is out at second base. So even though the replay just showed that he may have gotten his hand in, he was tagged out at second base, so there was not conclusive evidence to show that he was safe. So Jazz is caught stealing at second base. Aaron Boone is disgusted about that. Throwing a hissy fit right there is Aaron Boone, as he was mad that Jazz was tagged out. Rightfully so. I could see why Boone was mad about that. I could definitely see why. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Wells. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike two. Yeah, but Celia, to answer your question, I really don't think they're rushing Fried back. I think they're ready for Fried to come back, and I think Fried is ready to come back. Thank you, Celia, as well, for the congratulations. Thank you, T-Road. I appreciate that very, very much. The 2-2 to Wells. The pitch. Wells lines it to center field. Coming in is Varsho, but he can't make the play. It drops in front of him for a 2-out single. Nice hit by Austin Wells. He has 2 hits on the night. And runner on first base with 2 away. Yeah, Joe has the disco in the background. I don't have a disco, unfortunately. No. I don't have a disco, but I do have a bulldog if you want to see that. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I do think there's something going on with YouTube right now. I couldn't see your comments. I knew there was something wrong because I couldn't see your guys' comments for about 15 minutes. So I knew there was some sort of glitch going on with YouTube. Everybody, please make sure that you're still subscribed. Obviously, some things happen with YouTube. I know they want to authorize the fact that we actually reached 2,000 subs. They want to make sure that everyone who's a real subscriber is actually subscribed still. They would just want to confirm that. So please, everybody, make sure that you're still subscribed to the channel so that we can officially reach 2,000 subs. So the Astros are going to make a pitching change here after the Austin Wells base hit. Let's see who the Astros are putting in to pitch here. So coming into the game for the Astros will be Kai-Wei Tang. Kai-Wei Tang has 26 games under his belt. Again, 26 games. His win-loss record is 5-6, 4.24 ERA, 70 innings pitched, 71 strikeouts, and a 1.33 WHIP, which stands for wins, hits, innings pitched. So 4.24 ERA. In comes Kai-Wei Tang. Kai-Wei Tang coming in. YouTube issue, had to subscribe and unsubscribe. Okay, no problem, T-Woad. No problem, T-Road. No problem with that at all. Just make sure that you're still subbed. That's all we care about, of course. Still want you to get all the notifications. We want everybody to get the notifications. Also get the benefit of hearing all the interviews as well. So please make sure that everybody is still subscribed, of course. We appreciate you guys constantly listening to us on a daily basis, every single day, whether it's myself, Chef Nick, Jason, Joe, Nathan, everybody else here on the channel. We really appreciate that. So here comes Jose Caballero up to bat with Kai-Wei Tang into pitch. Is Kai-Wei Tang related to Bung Young Kim? Not sure, Jeff. Not sure. Probably not. Was he the one that was the closer for the Diamondbacks in 2001? The first pitch to Caballero is in there for a called strike, 0-1 with a sinker. Tang is a right-handed pitcher. 0-1 here is the count to Jose Caballero, who's 1 for 2 on the night. And Tang is ready for the 0-1 pitch. The pitch. Swing and a miss by Caballero. Got him with a fastball, 0-2. Thank you, Jeff, confirming that we are at 2,001 subscribers, so I appreciate that very much. Thank you, Jeff. Or sorry, not that. Yeah, it was 2001 that he was close. That Kim was the closer. Thank you. The 0-2 pitch outside, 1-2. Sorry, Jeff, just got a little bit mixed up there with what's going on. I'm constantly seeing these 2,000 numbers, and I'm thinking of subscribers. But yes, thank you for confirming that he was the closer for the D-backs 2001. I appreciate that. The 1-2 pitch to Jose, the pitch. And Caballero flicks this one out of play. It's going to go foul into the netting. Count remains here at 1-2. Thank you, Nathan, for these little tidbits of information. I'll get to those right after this inning is over. 1-2 count here on Jose Caballero, bottom of the 6th. 2 outs, runner on first base. 1-2 count, 3-2 game. Yankees on top. The 1-2 pitch to Jose. The pitch. This one is hit in the air to shallow center field. Actually popped up to second base. Altuve is there to make the play. As that'll do it for the bottom of the 6th. We're going to go to the top of the 7th. Yankees lead 3-2 here in the Bronx. And of course, I believe last night at this point, the Yankees were also on top. It was either they were also on top 3-2 or they had a 3-3 tie with Houston, either one. However, a 3-2 game here in the Bronx tonight. Coming up to bat in the 7th inning for Houston will be Jose Altuve, Dalton Varsho, and Christian Walker. So it will be 4, 5, and 6 for Houston in the top of the 7th. So I appreciate that, guys. Chef Nick is back with us. Once again, myself and Chef Nick will be giving you guys another edition of our unique play-by-play style on Friday night as the Yankees take on the heated rival, the Boston Red Sox, on Friday night. So please come with us on Friday night as we will have the call of the Yankees Red Sox right here on NY Yankee Mania. You're not going to want to miss that show. Of course, Chef, thank you, of course, for being a part of this team too. Congratulations again on just your part of being here, and as well as attracting a lot of subscribers, attracting a lot of people that follow you on Instagram as well, with all the things that you post on there with your your food pictures too, and a lot of the attractions, a lot of the dishes that you post there, I'm sure, and a lot of people that you follow as well. So we appreciate your contribution too for this whole 2,000 subscriber ride here on the show. So really appreciate that. Nathan also gave us information that Eli Morgan made his second appearance with AAA Scranton since signing an MILB deal on August 21st, tossing 2 scoreless frames. Final line, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 0 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 27 pitches. Okay. Thank you, Nathan, for that. We appreciate that. So it seems like if Eli Morgan keeps impressing, then we might see him up in the big leagues before you know it. Morgan could be another potential arm that joins the Yankees bullpen down the stretch with all of the injuries. I agree with that. This version of Elmer could certainly work in the Yankees postseason bullpen if he's needed. Yep. Hey, Bill, what's going on? Here we go. The first pitch to Altuve is outside 1-0. Rodriguez is still in the game here. His longest outing of his career is tonight, as he reaches the 7th inning here against Altuve. The 1-0 pitch, down low, 2-0. 2-0 here on Jose Altuve, of course, being very careful to the little demon Jose Altuve, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Rodriguez is at 85 pitches here in the top of the 7th. The 2-0 pitch from Rodriguez. Up high and inside, 3-0. 3-0 here on Altuve. Again, good to see you, Billo. I hope your daughter had a wonderful birthday. Hope she did. The 3-0 pitch. In there for a called strike, 3-1. 3-1 here on Altuve. Rodriguez delivers the 3-1. Called strike on the outside corner, 3-2. Altuve is going to challenge it. I have a bad feeling this might be overturned. ABS is showing that the pitch was outside, ball 4. Altuve works his way on base with a leadoff walk. Runner on first base. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. This might prop Aaron Boone to come out and take him out. And yep, it's gonna prop him to take him out of this game here. So Rodriguez is going to be taken out here of the game. Boone makes his way out to the mound. And coming in for the Yankees is most likely going to be Paul Blackburn, I believe. Rodriguez should get a standing ovation tonight. He did very, very well in this game tonight. The longest outing of his career, career high in strikeouts too. He did a very nice job tonight for the Yankees when they needed him as a spot starter. So great job by Rodriguez in this game. I'll give you guys his final line. He had 88 pitches tonight. 88 pitches. So I'll give you guys Rodriguez's final line. So Rodriguez tonight, he went 6 1/3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and his ERA is now 4.30. We just need to hope that Blackburn does not allow this run, because it will be charged to Rodriguez if he does allow the run on his stat line tonight, and of course his overall ERA. So of course, hopefully Blackburn comes in and does not allow a run here, which will be charged to Rodriguez. So Paul Blackburn is going to come in this game here. Blackburn is going to come in the game. He has 50 games under his belt. His win-loss record is 5-2 with a 1.73 ERA, 73 innings pitched, 58 strikeouts, and he's done a very nice job for the Yankees in the bullpen this year. Nathan says, glad to see him back. We are proud of him with his hard work. Yes, definitely being the fact that he's one of your inclusive clients. We're very proud of him, and we definitely wish him all the best, whether he's going to be still in the Bronx after this game or whether he's going to be sent down. Please let him know that we are very proud of him, and big congratulations to ERC for his great outing tonight and his hard work throughout this whole season. Definitely. Yeah, Jeff, Cruz. I still like Fernando Cruz. I still like him as a reliever. He's also another one of Nathan's clients too. Cruz has been a great addition this year. definitely liked what I've seen from Cruz. He's definitely been a great piece to the bullpen. It's just unfortunate that now he's on the injured list. But I'm sure that he will come back pretty strong when he comes back from the injured list in a couple of weeks. Perfect, Nathan. Thank you very much. All right. So, by the way, after this inning, we'll give a scoreboard update. So here we are, top of the 7th, runner on first base as Paul Blackburn's going to take over here. The first pitch is in there for a called strike, 0-1. 0-1 here on Dalton Varsho. Be careful to Varsho here. The 0-1 pitch, way up high, missed with a cutter, 1-1. 1-1 is the count to Dalton Varsho. Runner on first base is Altuve. 3-2 Yankees lead here in the top of the 7th. The 1-1 pitch coming up to Varsho. Blackburn deals the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Missed with a cutter, 2-1. Varsho, of course, 1 for 2 on the night with a solo home run in the 4th inning. 2-1 is the count on Varsho. Blackburn has done better in the 7th inning rather than opposed to the 8th inning. The pitch to Varsho is lined to left field. That's going to be a base hit inside the foul line, going down the left field line. Bellinger picks it up. Going to third is Altuve, and Varsho is standing up at second with a double. Varsho with a double. Altuve goes to third. Houston is set up here. Runners on second and third, nobody out. Second and third, nobody out for Houston. Varsho takes the ball the other way to left field. Good piece of hitting by him into the corner. Bellinger fires it in, and here we go. Houston set up, runners on second and third with nobody out. Now it's just we gotta hope to God right now. Good luck, superstars. Here we go. The first pitch coming up to Walker. The pitch up high, 1-0. 1-0 here on Christian Walker. Walker is 0 for 2 tonight with 2 groundouts. Here we go. The 1-0 pitch to Walker. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Lombard fields, and it's going to go off his glove. It's an error. Jazz picks it up, throws to first. He's safe at first base. And everybody is safe. The run comes in to score. Altuve scores. Game is tied at 3. A costly error once again by Lombard. 3-3 game. Bad error by Lombard. He got in front of that ball, but unfortunately it bounced off the top of his glove. It looks like it bounced off the palm of Lombard's glove right there, so he did not feel that correctly. Off of his glove right there, the ball pops into the air, and that is an error by Lombard. And here we go, guys. The game is tied up at 3, just like that. Rodriguez's run does cross the board, so that run will be charged to him. The pitch to Trammell. Ground ball right back to Blackburn. He's got the runner at third, held up. Varsho is tagged out at third base as Blackburn tags him out in a rundown. 1 away here. As going to second base was Varsho. So Varsho was tagged out. Going to second base there. I don't know who that was, but he was at second base. So first and second now with 1 man out here in the top of the 7th. It's all tied up once again at 3 apiece here. All tied up at 3. All right. So let's see what you guys are saying. Of course, Dex Gilby grounder into right field for his first hit today. 102.5 miles per hour off the bat. Nice. I'm pretty sure Dax Kilby is still in single A, or is he in double A? I'm not sure. All right, so the game is tied up at 3 apiece, 3-3, as the leadoff walk to Altuve did come back to hurt Rodriguez. Blackburn is in the game here, first and second, 1 man out for the Astros. Coming up to pinch hit for Houston, this will be Lamont Wade Jr. Lamont Wade Jr. comes in to pinch hit for Cam Smith. So lefty-righty matchup here for Blackburn. The pitch, outside 1-0. 1-0 here is the count to Lamont Wade Jr. Batting .206, he's hit 2 home runs so far this year. The 1-0 pitch to Lamont Wade. Down low in the dirt, and the count is now 2-0. 2-0 here on Lamont Wade Jr. Definitely remember when Lamont Wade was on the Giants last year and the year before that. Spent a couple years with the Giants, and now he's on the Astros. Seems like the Astros have gotten some more out of him, some more production out of Wade. The 2-0 pitch to Wade is hit in the air, popped up left field side, but it's going to go out of play, third base side out of play. And now the count is 2-1 here on Wade. Got to stay in the fight like the Jimmy V Foundation. Yep, that's right, Jason. Just like Dickie V. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Wade. The pitch up high, outside, 3-1. So Blackburn is now threatening to load the bases here. 3-1 count here on Lamont Wade. 3-1 on the Wade. First and second, one away, top of the seventh. All tied up 3-3 game. The 3-1 pitch to Wade. The pitch outside, ball 4 as Blackburn walks Wade to load the bases. Bases loaded, one away, as that will now bring up Christian Vasquez. Vasquez will come up to bat here in the top of the seventh. Bases loaded, one away. And this is trouble here, guys. Bases loaded. Houston's already tied up this game at 3. Bases loaded with Walker on third base, Trammell at second, and now Wade at first base. The pitch to Vasquez. Up high, 1-0. 1-0 here on Christian Vasquez. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Blackburn to Vasquez. Bases loaded, one away. Blackburn deals the 1-0. Fouled away, 1-1. 1-1 here on Vasquez. If it's a fly ball to center field, most likely the runner's going to score. Fly ball to right field, left field, depends how deep it is for the runner at third base to score. So the count is 1-1 on Vasquez. Bases loaded. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled away, and now the count is 1-2. 1-2 here on Vasquez. Bases loaded, one away. Would be a nice time for a strikeout right now. Jeremy Pena, the dangerous Pena, leading off for the Astros, is on deck. Would also be nice to get a double play here, being the fact that Blackburn utilizes his changeup and slider and sinker to get groundouts. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. He got him with a sweeper. Strike 3. Nice job by Blackburn getting that strikeout as he strikes out Vasquez for the second out of the inning. 2 away. Beautiful slider. Beautiful sweeper there from Blackburn as he threw that pitch. It went across the plate beautifully from the middle part of the plate to the outside corner off the plate. 2 away here. Pena up to bat. The first pitch to Pena. Inside, 1-0. 1-0 here on the dangerous Jeremy Pena. You have to be very careful right here. Pitch strategically. Doesn't mean that you have to throw 4 balls to him, but pitch very strategically. Be careful. But also throw it in the zone. That makes sense. The 1-0 pitch to Pena. The pitch. Down low. Did he go around on a check swing? No, he didn't go around. 2-0. Blackburn tried once again with that sweeper, but that one missed down low. 2-0. 2-0 here on Jeremy Pena. Bases are still loaded here. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. The 2-0 pitch. And that one's right in there for a called strike. 2-1. 2-1 here on Jeremy Pena. Pena is 0 for 3 tonight. The 2-1 pitch coming up from Blackburn to Pena. The 2-1. Called strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch. 2-2. 2-2 on Pena. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Big pitch in this game right here. Blackburn trying to escape a bases loaded 1-man out jam. Got the strikeout on Vasquez. 2-2 count on Pena. The 2-2 pitch coming up. And Blackburn steps off the mound, so we're going to wait a second to do the 2-2. 2-2 pitch to Pena. Blackburn sets. Kicks and deals the pitch. Fouled away. Count remains 2-2. 2-2. Are you guys excited and nervous? Let me know how you guys are feeling right now in the chat as we progress through this game. Another tightly contested game here by both teams. 2-2 pitch coming up once again to Pena. Blackburn ready. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. He struck him out on another curveball. So Blackburn uses his off-speed stuff, his sweeper, and his curveball to strike out Vasquez and Pena. Blackburn gets out of the jam here in the 7th inning, as now the Yankees and especially Omar Rodriguez Cruz, as he definitely deserved this well-respected outing tonight. He takes a big sigh of relief. And now let's give you guys his updated box score here. His updated ERA line, as I should say. His ERA is updated stat line here. So as the run came in to allow Blackburn, as the run came in from ERC's walk, he walked Altuve to lead off the inning. So of course, as that run scores, that run will be charged to ERC's line. So his updated line here for ERC, 6 1/3 innings, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and his ERA is 4.70. So I would say it's a very good outing for Rodriguez Cruz, one of the best outings that he's had so far this year, being the fact that it was only his 5th start of the season. So good job by Rodriguez. His night is over. Let's see how the Yankees manage the rest of this game with their bullpen situation. Let's see what they do. Blackburn, let's see if he comes back out for the 8th inning. He threw about 20 pitches there in the 7th as he relieved ERC. So we'll see how he does if he comes back out for the top of the 8th. We shall see. But we'll focus on the bottom of the 7th first, as they're doing the national anthem God Bless America right now. Before the game, the Yankees also honored Dolly Parton as well with a tribute video, and also I believe a moment of silence for her as well. So definitely a tribute to Dolly Parton as well for the work that she did as a singer-songwriter as well. So definitely big shout out to her as well, as everyone will remember her for the great moments that she had to make people happy, and also definitely allow her to be recognized as a great member of the community too. So as we go to the bottom of the 7th, we're going to give you guys a quick scoreboard update here before we move on. So the Astros, of course, the Yankees are tied up at 3 going to the bottom of the 7th. The Marlins have a 4-0 lead on the Red Sox in the top of the 9th. So it's safe to say that the Red Sox will lose tonight. So good chance for the Yankees to take advantage of this game, hopefully by winning, as Boston is about to lose tonight. The Rockies have a 10-1 lead on the Nationals in the top of the 8th. The Blue Jays have a 3-0 lead on the Royals in the top of the 8th. The Brewers have an 8-1 lead on the Mets, bottom of the 6th. Braves have a 5-3 lead on the Dodgers, bottom of the 6th. The Rangers and White Sox are tied up at 2 apiece, bottom of the 4th. Orioles have a 7-1 lead on the Cardinals, bottom of the 5th. Twins have a 1-0 lead on the Athletics, bottom of the 1st. And those are all the games in progress. Your finals for today are as follows. Rays beat the Tigers 3-0. D-backs beat the Cubs 2-0. Reds beat the Giants 10-9. Guardians beat the Angels 4-3. Padres beat the Pirates 3-0. And the Phillies beat the Mariners 6-0. So, of course, as we mentioned before, also with the standings update, with the Rays winning today, the Rays have a 4-game lead over the Yankees. If the Yankees lose today's game, the Rays will be 4.5 games up over them in first place in the AL East. If the Yankees win, the Yankees will only be 3.5 games back from them in first place in the AL East. So that is your update here for this middle of the 7th inning here, as we'll see the Yankees come up to bat. The Astros will make a pitching change. I'll announce that in one sec. Coming up to bat for the Yankees will be Grisham, Rice, and Garcia. So 1, 2, 3. Grisham, Rice, Garcia coming up to bat for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 7th. The new pitcher in for Houston is the left-handed pitcher, Bennett Sousa. Bennett Sousa, left-handed pitcher coming in for Houston. He has 21 games appeared in, 1-2 win-loss record, 4.42 ERA, 18 1/3 innings pitched, 20 strikeouts, and a 1.53 whip rating. So those are your stats on Bennett Sousa as he's coming in the game here for Houston here in the bottom of the 7th. Let's hope that the Yankees can get to him here. The pitch to Grisham, and that one catches the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1. 0-1 here on Trent Grisham. Being the fact that the Yankees have 3 lefties up, I imagine that's why Houston went to a lefty here. The 0-1 pitch to Grisham, inside, 1-1. 1-1 here on Trent Grisham. Again, guys, please continue to hit that like button, please. Trying to get to 25 likes on the night, please. The 1-1 pitch. Grisham pokes it to left field. Coming in is Trammell, and he can't make the play. It's a base hit for Trent Grisham. Leadoff single there by Trent Grisham. Nice piece of hitting into left field. And the Yankees have a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 7th. There we go. Also, guys, so far the Yankees tonight have left 6 men on base. They are 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position tonight. 6 men left on base. So here's Ben Rice up to bat. The first pitch to Rice. Sousa's going to throw over to first base as Grisham just gets back in time safely there at first base. He just got back safely there. Lucky that he wasn't picked off there. Grisham was leading a little bit too far there as he took a secondary lead right as Sousa was firing over back to first base. Looks like the Astros might want to challenge this here as they thought Grisham was tagged out before he got back to the base. Oh, how devastating this would be. Oh, I just saw the replay. He was tagged out. He was tagged out right there. As soon as Sousa was throwing over to first base, Grisham was tagged out. Grisham was caught leading there a little bit too much, and he was tagged out. Walker tagged him on the right shoulder right there before Grisham got back to, or the left shoulder. Or sorry, the right shoulder. He was tagged on the right shoulder before he touched the base back to first. So he's out. Well, Grisham is going to be picked off at first. That's terrible. He's going to be picked off here. They're doing a crew chief review right now here on Trent Grisham, seeing if he was tagged out. I believe he was. Bennett Sousa most likely picked off Grisham right there. Unbelievable. You get a leadoff base hit, a leadoff single, and that's what you do. You get picked off at first with 2, 3, and 4 coming up the bat. Come on. That's a joke. Are you kidding me? If he's called out right here, Grisham should be punished for this. Come on, you got to at least hold somebody accountable for this. Too many of these types of errors, mistakes that the Yankees are doing here. Especially in these pivotal, close games, you need to have every advantage you have to try and win these games. And getting picked off like this is not going to help your chances. After further review, Grisham is safe at first base. Wow, they didn't overturn it. Grisham was safe. Oh, he caught a break right there. When they showed the replay, it looked like he was definitely tagged out. But Grisham, he's just got back in there. He was safe. Wow, the crew chief review did luckily confirm the replay. He was safe, luckily. So no harm, no foul right there. Grisham was safe at first base. That's a big call right there. The pitch to Rice in there for a called strike, 0-1. I could guarantee you guys that he was out. But the Yankees did catch a break, so we'll see what happens. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way from Sousa to Rice. Here we go. Grisham has at first. Sousa sets and pitch the deal. The pitch is low, 1-1. 1-1 here on Ben Rice, 1-1. Bottom of the 7th inning. 3-3 game here. Bottom of the 7th, Grisham at first. 1-1 count on Rice. The lefty Sousa from the stretch, the pitch. Swung on and missed with a slider there at 87 miles per hour. 1-2. 1-2 here on Ben Rice. 1-2. Lefty sets once again. The 1-2 pitch. Rice grounds this one softly, but it goes foul. First base side. foul territory, so the count here remains once again at 1-2. Garcia on deck. Grisham at first. Sousa ready for the 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Outside. Try to go with the slider once again. Rice takes it outside. 2-2. 2-2 here on Ben Rice. 2-2 here is the count. Here we go once again with the 2-2. The pitch. Outside, 3-2. Good at bat so far by Rice. Count is full, 3-2. 3-2 here on Ben Rice. Abreu, the right-handed pitcher, Abreu, reliever for Houston, is warming up in their bullpen. The pitch to Rice. Fouled away into the netting behind home plate by the backstop. Count remains here, 3-2. Full count remains. 3-2 again. We'll do the payoff pitch from Sousa to Rice once again. Here we go. Grisham once again leading off of first. Don't lead too far. Sousa sets the 3-2 pitch. Outside. Great take by Ben Rice as he draws a walk. First and second, nobody out. This is the Yankees' opportunity once again. The Yankees have left 6 men on base here in this game. 2 more men on base right now. Nobody out. Bottom of the 7th inning. They've had chances. They've only scored 3 runs in this game, and they've had opportunities like this for 3 out of the 7 innings. So come on, let's go. This will be their 4th opportunity out of 7 innings that they'll have runners on first and second with nobody out. Garcia coming up to bat here against Sousa. Lefty on lefty here. Here comes the first pitch to Garcia. The pitch up high, but the umpire calls it a strike. The umpire called that one a strike, a slider that was located up above the strike zone there. Umpire calls it strike 1 here. 0-1 on Garcia. The 0-1 pitch to Garcia. The 0-1. And Garcia went around there on a slider, checked his swing, but did go around. 0-2. 0-2 here to Garcia. And that was a tough break. That first pitch was not a strike. Garcia should have challenged it. I believe the Yankees have 1 challenge left in this game. The 0-2 as Sousa's going to step off here and look at second base. Grisham goes back to second base. Yankees have 1 challenge left here in this game. They should have used it right there. They should have used that challenge there. It would have been a 1-1 count instead of 0-2. The 0-2 from Sousa, the pitch. Outside, just missed off the outside corner. Houston probably could have challenged that one. They may have gotten a call there. Count is 1-2. Yeah, that pitch was off the plate. Okay, it was not a strike. That was off the plate. 1-2 count here on Garcia. Sousa sets the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to in between the hole of first and second. Covering first, Altuve throws, not in time. Garcia is safe at first base. Garcia is safe at first base. That one was grounded through the hole. The pitcher had to cover, and Altuve threw it, but he threw it late. Nobody was covering. Garcia is safe at first. Great job, Garcia, of putting the ball in play and putting pressure on the Astros defense, making them make a play. Great job by Garcia, utilizing his speed as well. Bases are loaded here, nobody out. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Here we go. Here's another opportunity for the Yankees. How many times are we going to get this chance? Not many times. Tonight in this game, this is their 3rd opportunity here. Bases loaded. Let's get something done. Bellinger coming up to bat, lefty on lefty. Bases loaded. The pitch to Belly. Up high, 1-0. In a comedic way, the Astros put in a lefty, being the fact that the Yankees had their first 3 lefties come up to bat, so they had Grisham, Rice, and Garcia. Being the fact that it was 3 lefties, they thought putting lefty on lefty would be a good matchup here. But let's see, the 1-0 pitch, and Bellinger takes that one in there for a called strike. 1-1. 1-1 here on Bellinger. Bases loaded, bottom of the 7th. Obviously, the Astros had a game plan here. We'll see how it works out. The 1-1 pitch coming up from Sousa. The 1-1 pitch. Bellinger ropes it to deep center field, going back is Varsho on the warning track, looking up. It's going to go off the wall. Grisham's going to score. 2 runs are going to score as Rice comes in. Yankees have a 5-3 lead as Bellinger comes through with an RBI bases loaded double off the center field wall. Yankees up 5-3. Beautiful hitting there by Bellinger. That was a middle fastball from Sousa. Bellinger roped it to center field. The Yankees on top 5-3. That's how you do it. Belly goes boom. I thought that was going to be a grand slam. It just missed a grand slam by about 3 or 4 feet right there off the wall. Right off the center field, middle of the wall. Right around the middle of the wall there. So not off the top of the wall, not off the bottom of the wall. Very, very close as Grisham scored. Rice came in to score. Garcia goes to third. Bellinger is standing up at second with a double. Yankees on top here, 5-3 in the bottom of the 7th. As come on, where are you guys at? Some of you guys didn't think that they would take the lead back here. Come on, show your faces. I don't see any comments now. Come on. Let's go. It may just be a YouTube glitch on my end, guys. It may just be a glitch on my end, too. I don't know. YouTube's been glitching tonight a little bit with these comments here. So Bellinger with a 349 batting average with runners in scoring position this season. Here comes Lombard, second and third, nobody out. The pitch from Sousa. In there for a called strike, 0-1 here on Lombard, 0-1. Lombard again drove in the second run of the game with an RBI ground out. 0-1 here is the count to Lombard. And here we go, the 0-1 pitch from Sousa. The pitch fouled away. Good rip by Lombard, but he fouled it away, 0-2. 0-2 here on George Lombard Jr. Again, Garcia is at third. Bellinger is at second. On deck is Spencer Jones. Okay. Jones is on deck. The 0-2 pitch coming up here from Sousa to Lombard. The 0-2 pitch fouled away. Lombard got a piece of that one to stay alive as the count remains here at 0-2 on Lombard. 0-2. So again, Yankees on top 5-3 here, bottom of the 7th. 0-2 is the count on Lombard. The 0-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Lombard goes down swinging there on the slider, strike 3. Bad at bat by Lombard. He chased there on that slider. Chased right there, so bad strikeout. Runners on second and third, one away here for Spencer Jones. You want to get these runs in here, or at least one of them in. Come on. Second and third, one away here for Spencer Jones, lefty on lefty. The pitch, swing and a miss by Jones, 0-1. Come on, all you got to do is put the ball in play here. Come on. Jones is 0-3 with 3 strikeouts on the game. The 0-1 pitch coming up to Jones. The 0-1. Jones lines it to right field. That's going to be a base hit. Scoring is Garcia. Moving to third is Bellinger. And Spencer Jones has an RBI single. Yankees go on top 6-3. Yankees take a 6-3 lead. RBI single by Spencer Jones. Great piece of hitting there by Jones. And that's what we needed to do. That's what we needed to do right there. Bases were juiced there for Bellinger. He got those runs in. And now Jones with an RBI single. Yankees on top 6-3. So he makes up for that Lombard at bat. Lombard sometimes can be too anxious chasing a slider in the dirt. He's gonna get that composure. He's gonna learn how to deal with his composure. He's gonna have more composure at the plate definitely as he gains more experience here, especially against lefties too. But Jones makes up for it. RBI single, and here's Jazz Chisholm. The first pitch is fouled away, 0-1. (0-1) here on Jazz Chisholm. Bases are still occupied here. Runners on first and third with Jones on first. And on third base is Cody Bellinger. Here we go. The 0-1 pitch. And Jazz swings and misses 0-2. 0-2 here on Jazz Chisholm. Looking for an RBI tonight. He already has 2 hits on the night. He has 2 singles. 0-2 here is the count to Jazz Chisholm. And the 0-2 from Sousa, the pitch. In the dirt. Good take by Jazz on a slider right there. The count is now 1-2. 1-2 here on Jazz Chisholm. 1-2. Jazz once again 2 for 2 tonight with 2 singles. First and third, 1 away. Yankees up 6-3 here in the 7th inning. 1-2 count. Sousa has 27 pitches here for Houston. Here we go. 1-2 on the way from Sousa. And the 1-2 pitch. Jazz lines it to left field. Going back is Trammell. Still going back. Looking up. This one is off the wall in left field. Bellinger scores easily. Going to third is Spencer Jones. And Jazz Chisholm has an RBI double. Yankees up 7-3. This is the type of inning we needed right here. Yankees put 4 on the board. Second and third with 1 away. Jazz with an RBI double. He has 3 hits tonight. And guess what? All of his 3 hits are either to center field or left field. Wow. So that's just, I mean, come on. You got to realize that. 3 hits for Jazz. 1 of them was in center field, and 2 of them were in left field. So definitely you got to recognize that, Jazz. Once you hit the ball the other way, you're definitely going to get base hits. All you have got to do is use your speed, recognize the pitches that are coming, and utilize your speed. I mean, that's it. You hit the ball the other way, you get singles, you get doubles, you get hits, you get RBIs. That's what you do here. Be smart with your at-bats. Have an approach. That's why you have to have an approach at all times. That's what we want to see from this team more often, and at least they're doing that right here. That's what we needed right here. So come on. Yankees have put up 4 runs in this inning. We need more likes, guys. Nathan says we're at 23 likes here. So let's keep going here. The Yankees have put up 4 runs in this inning. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's keep liking this stream here. Everybody's doing a great job. Come on. Astros are making a pitching change here. We will definitely give you guys all the updates as we go into the pitching change here. Let's see who the Astros put in the pitch. Oh, it's our old friend, Enyel De Los Santos. So the brother of Yari De Los Santos, the other De Los Santos, Enyel De Los Santos, is coming in to pitch for Houston. Enyel De Los Santos coming in to pitch for Houston. Enyel De Los Santos. Our Yankees actually traded for him back in 2024. So here we go. De Los Santos coming in to pitch for Houston. Austin Wells will be coming up to bat for an RBI opportunity. He also has 2 hits on the night. Second and third base, Jazz at second. And on third base is Cody Bellinger. Spencer Jones. Spencer Jones is on third, and Jazz is on second. So De Los Santos coming in to pitch. This will be righty on lefty here, as Wells will face off against De Los Santos. Wells is also 2 for 2 tonight. He has 2 singles. 7-3 Yankees lead here in the inning. Yeah, Jeff, I know that was a big call right there. That was a big call. The Yankees, at least they took advantage of it. So here we go. The first pitch to Wells. The pitch. Fouled straight back. 0-1. 0-1 here on Austin Wells. 2 for 2. Wells has a walk and 2 singles tonight. Yankees still threatening here, just like Family Feud here with Steve Harvey. Come on. 0-1, second and third, 1 away. The 0-1 pitch from Santos. The pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1-1 here on Wells. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. The sounds are chirping. Come on, Wells. Come on. We are serial optimists tonight. Serial optimists. The 1-1 pitch. And Wells fouls it back. 1-2. 1-2 here on Austin Wells. Caballero is on deck. 1-2 count on Wells. One-two count on Wells. Second and third. Jones at third and Chisholm on second. 7-3 Yankees lead tonight. Bottom of the seventh inning. Here we go. The 1-2 from De Los Santos. The 1-2 pitch inside. And the catcher Vasquez throws down to third base as Jones goes back in there safely. 2-2 is the count here on Wells. 2-2. 2-2. Second and third. One away. Bottom of the seventh. 7-3. 2-2 pitch coming up to Wells. The 2-2. The pitch. Down low and inside. 3-2. Nice take by Wells as he took a slider right near his feet there. So 3-2 now is the count. 3-2. Second and third. One away. 3-2 here on Wells. 4 on the pitch clock. 3 on the pitch clock. 2. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Wells strikes out swinging there on the inside slider. He goes down. 2 away here. He took the first one, but that one he did not take. He swung at that one, and unfortunately he came up empty. So Wells strikes out. Here comes Jose Caballero up to bat. 2 away here, second and third. Bottom of the seventh. 2 outs, second and third. Caballero coming up to bat right now. Welcome, John. How you doing, John? Here we go. The pitch to Caballero. The pitch down low, but the umpire calls it a strike. And rightfully so, Caballero wants to challenge this one. I'm sure that he's going to win it. The pitch is down low as Caballero wins that challenge, as the Yankees remain with 1 challenge left in this ball game tonight. Count is 1-0 here on Caballero. 1-0. Hello to Kenneth McLeod as well. What's going on, Kenneth? Welcome to the stream. Everybody, if you're just joining here, please like our stream tonight. Please hit that like button. The pitch outside, but the umpire calls it a strike again. The count's now 1-1. Caballero should have challenged that one, but he did not. This umpire is making terrible calls tonight. I don't know what he's doing. Calling pitches off the plate, strikes. Here we go. The 1-1 pitch to Jose. The pitch outside and down low, 2-1. The pitch clock actually ran out on that pitch, but it doesn't matter. The pitch was a ball anyway. 2-1. 2-1 here on Jose Caballero. Second and third here, 2 men out. Bottom of the seventh. Count is 2-1. Here we go. The 2-1 pitch fouled away off the catcher's mask. And the count is now evened up at 2-2. 2-2 here on Jose Caballero. Two and two count on Jose. Bottom of the seventh, 2 away. De Los Santos ready from the stretch. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cabby goes down swinging there on the slider in the dirt. However, despite those 2 outs there, the Yankees score 4 runs in the inning. Cody Bellinger comes up big with a 2-run RBI double. Spencer Jones with an RBI single. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. with an RBI double, which scored 2 runs as well. 1 run. So 2-run double by Bellinger, 1-run single by Jones, and a 1-run double by Jazz. Yankees score 4 in the inning. We have a 7-3 lead. Going to the top of the 8th, coming up to bat for Houston will be Alvarez, Paredes, and Altuve. 2, 3, and 4 for Houston. So once again, Yordan Alvarez, Isaac Paredes, and Jose Altuve for Houston. Going to the top of the 8th inning here in Yankee Stadium tonight. What a game this has been. Yankees have finally capitalized on some of their opportunities here. Finally come through with some hits, clutch hits by Bellinger, Jones, Jazz. Doing the right things all around tonight, it seems like. So good to see that. And yeah, Jose right now, he's definitely going through it right now. Definitely struggling a little bit. definitely struggling a little bit tonight, no doubt about that. But everybody new here who has joined, please hit that like button. Please hit that like button, please. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe as well. We appreciate that. Let's get to 25 likes. We're at 24 likes. Please, one more like for our stream tonight. Of course, we're doing our best tonight to give you guys live commentary of this play-by-play. For those of you who can't watch the game, I'm definitely hoping that you're getting a good visual right now of what's happening in the game based on our calling here. So we appreciate that as well. We also got a message from Nathan saying that Frank the Tank is looking forward to the interview on Monday, August 31st at 7 p.m. So once again, guys, Monday, August 31st at 7 p.m., we're going to have Frank the Tank Fleming on for an interview that day. A world-renowned, famous Mets fan, also a Devils fan, Dolphins fan. He also does a walk segment on Barstool Sports on Twitter as well. So those of you, I'm sure most of you do know him. If not, then please check him out. He is a crazy guy, but he's also fun and interactive too. So please go and watch Frank the Tank and some of his clips. Very funny guy. Here is Yordan Alvarez to lead off. The new pitcher in for the Yankees is Michael Fulmer. Fulmer making his Yankee debut tonight. Alvarez ready for the 1-1 pitch coming up. Fulmer sets the 1-1. Outside 2-1. 2-1 here on Yordan Alvarez. As Fulmer sort of has like a sidearm delivery, sort of like a three-quarter sidearm delivery here for the right-handed pitcher Fulmer. The 2-1 pitch, and Alvarez crushes that one to right field, but it's going to go foul down the line. Luckily, that one was foul. 2-2 here is the count on Alvarez. Orioles just blew a 7-0 lead. Oh my goodness. We'll give a scoreboard update right after this top of the 8th, as well as promotional updates, so stay tuned, everybody. The 2-2 pitch, Alvarez fouls that one away. Third base side out of play. Count remains at 2-2. Top of the 8th, Yankees have a 7-3 lead. Nobody on base, nobody out. Top of the 8th, 2-2 count on Alvarez. And Michael Fulmer making his Yankees debut tonight. Fulmer deals the 2-2. Up high and outside, 3-2. 3-2, full count here on Alvarez. The last thing you want to do after a 4-run lead is walk the leadoff batter in that inning. So you don't want to walk Alvarez right here. The 3-2 full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Alvarez goes down on a sweeper that lands inside of his back foot for strike 3. So good pitch by Fulmer. He strikes him out, and he records his first Yankee strikeout in Yankees uniform pinstripes tonight. Interesting stat, Michael Fulmer won Rookie of the Year over Gary Sanchez in 2016. 10 years later, he's a Yankee. Wow, that's crazy. Gary Sanchez had a great rookie season in 2016 under Joe Girardi, but Fulmer did beat him there in Rookie of the Year. Thank you for the stat there, Nathan. Appreciate that. The first pitch to Paredes is a sweeper that catches the corner there, inside corner for a called strike 0-1. 0-1 here on Paredes. The 0-1 pitch. Inside. Paredes had to move out of the way on that pitch. 1-1 here. 1-1 on Isaac Paredes. 1-1. 1-1 here is the count on Isaac Paredes, who's 0-2 on the night. 7-3 Yankees on top here, top of the 8th. I hope everybody's enjoying their night tonight. The 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Missed with a cutter there off the outside corner, 2-1. 2-1 here on Isaac Paredes. Fulmer is at 10 pitches. Here we go, the 2-1 from Fulmer, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice sweeper once again by Fulmer. Sweeper or a cutter, whatever that was. It was a nice pitch, 2-2. He gets nice movement on that pitch there. It goes from top to bottom, outside to in to out. From all around, all up and down, this is what Fulmer does. The 2-2 pitch. Line drive, right to Jazz Chisholm at second base. Throws to first in time to get the out. Paredes hit that one sharply, but Jazz was positioned right there to make the play. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. 2 away. Should have said one hopper, but line, one hopper, whatever. It is what it is. Here is Jose Altuve up to bat right here. Little Demon once again up to bat tonight. The first pitch from Fulmer, the pitch. Grounded slowly to third base. Caballero coming in, throws to first in time to get Altuve at first, who was hustling, by the way. But Caballero gets the out. Even though we can say that he's been struggling at the plate, he has definitely made up for it with good defense. He's definitely played well defensively in this game so far tonight. So good job by Caballero. And Michael Fulmer in his Yankee debut goes 1-2-3. Gets the Astros in order 2, 3, and 4 there in their order. So now we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Coming up to bat for the Yankees will be Grisham, Rice, and Garcia. 1, 2, 3. Grisham, Rice, and Luis Garcia Jr. All right, guys, let's do a little scoreboard update as well as promotional events before we head to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees on top 7-3, bottom of the 8th inning. Brewers, unfortunately, still lead the Mets 8-1, going to the top of the 9th. Dodgers and Braves tied up at 5, bottom of the 7th. White Sox lead the Rangers 6-2, top of the 6th. Orioles, just like Jeff said before, Orioles have blown a 7-0 lead. The Cardinals came back and tied up that score. The score is now 7-7, bottom of the 6th. Twins have a 3-0 lead on the Athletics, bottom of the 3rd. So those are your active scores right now. Your finals for today were as follows. The Rays beat the Tigers 3-0. The D-backs beat the Cubs 2-0. The Reds beat the Giants 10-9. Guardians beat the Angels 4-3. Guardians are on a little bit of a winning streak. They have now won, I believe, 8 straight. The Padres beat the Pirates 3-0. Phillies beat the Mariners 6-0. Red Sox lost to the Marlins. So the Marlins defeat the Red Sox 4-0. Rockies defeat the Nationals 13-1. And the Blue Jays have defeated the Royals 3-0, which ends the Royals' win streak at 9 games. So we have that. Of course, the Red Sox lost tonight. So if the Yankees go on to win this game, which they very well should, they will be 2.5 games above the Red Sox for first place in the wild card, as well as 2.5 games above them for second place in the AL East standings. Guardians have won 7 in a row. So I was right, 7 in a row. So guys, promotional events. I will do the promotional events after the bottom of the 8th. Here's Grisham, the first pitch from De Los Santos, who's still in the pitch. In there for a called strike 0-1. I've never give you guys his ERA, so let me give you guys De Los Santos' ERA right after this pitch. The 0-1 pitch to Grisham, up high, 1-1. So this year, De Los Santos, he's appeared in 58 games, has a 2-3 record, 2 wins, 3 losses, 4.45 ERA. I thought it would be a little bit higher than that. 60 and 2/3 innings pitched. The pitch to Grisham is hit in the air to right field, not deep. Coming in is Wade, and he makes the catch for the first out of the 8th inning, or bottom of the 8th, 1 away. So De Los Santos, 4.45 ERA, 60 and 2/3 innings pitched, 56 strikeouts. So those are your stats on NY De Los Santos, which the Yankees have the opposite. They have Yerry De Los Santos. The De Los Santos brothers. Not sure if they're brothers or not. Here's Ben Rice with 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th. The first pitch to Rice, outside 1-0. Rice is 1 for 2 on the night. 1 for 2 on the night is Mr. Ben Rice. The 1-0 pitch misses outside 2-0. 2-0 here on Rice. The 2-0 pitch to Rice. The pitch fouled straight back. 2-1. 2-1 here on Ben Rice. I do not believe they are brothers. No, I do not believe. Yerry De Los Santos and NY De Los Santos are not brothers. They are not related. The 2-1 pitch, down low, 3-1. Jason has an update for us. Bo Bichette left tonight's game with a foot contusion. Sorry to hear about that, Jason. We hope he is okay and gets better soon. The 3-1 pitch to Rice. The pitch inside, ball 4. Rice works a walk, and he gets on base tonight for the 3rd time. So runner on first base here, 1 away, and here comes Luis Garcia Jr. Again, big shout out to Garcia tonight for sparking that bases loaded rally, of course, with a lefty on lefty matchup against Sousa before, and he had that RBI and he had that infield single to second base. That was a big part in this game to get the bases loaded. So big shout out to Garcia for putting the ball in play in that at bat. Here we go. The first pitch to Garcia is down low and outside, 1-0. 1-0 here on Garcia. The pitch. High fly ball to right field and deep. Going back his way down the warning track, looking up, and that ball is gone. Garcia Jr. makes up for his almost grand slam with a 2-run shot, and the Yankees go up 9-3. 9-3 Yankees on top. Garcia's 28th home run of the season, 354 feet, right into the right field short porch area. Yeah, my bad, Jeff. Benny reached 4 times, three walks and a home run. Yes. Well, 3 times he's been on base. 4 times he's actually accrued from the bases. So yes, thank you for that, Jeff. Appreciate that. Yankees go up 9-3, a 2-run blast from Garcia. As Aaron Boone said last night, Yankee fans, you should be happy about Garcia's presence in the lineup. He's a good hitter, and we're seeing it now. Great at bat against the lefty before, and now he goes deep for his for a home run. Bellinger, the first pitch, he pops it up, first base side, foul territory. Walker makes the catch for the second out. 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. 2 away. Garcia's 28th home run of the season. It was a very high blast. It didn't go that far, but it was very high, and it carried out of the ballpark. Very high home run for Garcia. So there you go. Again, 28th of the season for him. 2 outs here, bottom of the 8th. Nobody on. And here is Lombard. The pitch is inside. It just missed him. Just missed grazing him by about a couple of inches. 1-0 here is the count on Lombard. 1-0. Good to see that the Yankees did score off of Eniel De Los Santos, being the fact that he was a former Yankee. So good to see that they're scoring off of him. Always like to see the Yankees do well against their former pitchers that were on their team, especially the ones that didn't do well. Here we go. The 1-0 pitch to Lombard from Santos. The pitch. Fouled straight back. Good cut by Lombard, but he fouls it back. 1-1. I have a head contusion watching Robert. I have a head contusion watching Robert Stock pitch. Yeah, I'm sure you do, Jason. I have a head contusion watching Jay Dunn write down the score. But he couldn't do that even with his eyes closed. Here we go. The 1-1 pitch. Lombard fouls it away. Third base side out of play. 1-2. Doesn't take a D3 college pitcher to figure that out. That's right, Jason. That's right. Does not take a D3 pitcher. Doesn't take a Ron Mayhay or Josh Johnson or even a Boomer mascot or a Blue Crew or any one of those people to figure out that Robert Stock is not a good pitcher. Here we go. The 1-2 pitch to Lombard from Santos. The pitch. And Lombard fouls it away. Count remains here at 1-2. 1-2 here on Lombard. Again, after this inning, everybody will have a few promotional updates, and then we'll go into the 9th inning. Here we go. The 1-2 from De Los Santos. The pitch. Fouled away again. Lombard stays alive. Count remains here at 1-2. 1-2 here on George Lombard Jr. De Los Santos came in the 7th inning, and now he's in still with the 8th inning. And still here in the 8th with 27 pitches here. Everybody, I hope you're all enjoying this play-by-play. Please please hit that like button, please. Subscribe to the channel, as we've now surpassed over 2,000 subscribers. They're going to call a pitch clock violation here on De Los Santos, so the count will now even up at 2-2. Pitch clock violation there on NEL De Los Santos. 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Here we go. The 2-2. And Lombard swings and misses through a slider for strike 3. He goes down swinging. However, Yankees score 2 runs. Luis Garcia Jr. with a 2-run shot, putting the Yankees up by a score of 9-3. 9-3 lead for the Yankees going to the top of the 9th. Coming up to bat for Houston will be Dalton Varsho, Christian Walker, and Taylor Trammell. 5, 6, and 7 for Houston, Varsho, Walker, and Trammell. So hopefully that's the last time we'll see the Yankees bat tonight, as hopefully they get these 3 outs and they win the game. For anybody who didn't see before on the YouTube live stream with Joe, I was pretty adamant that I thought the Yankees would win tonight. I just had a good feeling about it, and hopefully they proved me right, so that's good. All right, so here we go. We're going to go to the 9th inning as we'll see who comes in for the Yankees, whether it's still Fulmer or whether they put in anybody else. I'm not sure if maybe they put in Justin Topa or they stick with Fulmer. We'll see about that. I doubt they put in Bednar in a 6-run game. I don't think they're going to do that. I think they'll put Fulmer in for this 9th inning once again after they put him in for the 8th. But as far as promotional updates, guys, tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m., please catch Joe on YouTube Live. Tomorrow at 8:30 a.m., catch Joe on YouTube Live for a little Yankee talk in the morning for about half an hour, 8:30 a.m. And then at 5 p.m., at 5 p.m., Matt Noakes, Nathan and his team booked Matt Noakes for an interview tomorrow at 5 o'clock p.m. 5 p.m., Matt Noakes will be here on NY Yankee Mania tomorrow. Former catcher with the Yankees. I believe he was a World Series champion as well. He caught Jim Abbott's no-hitter. He will be coming on at 5 p.m. on NY Yankee Mania for an interview tomorrow at 5 p.m. And then at 7 p.m., the finale of Yankees Astros on NY Yankee Mania tomorrow night, which will be called by Joe tomorrow night. You guys can hear that live tomorrow night. Play-by-play Astros Yankees at 7 p.m. with the one and only Joe, the Yankee masterclass here on NY Yankee Mania tomorrow night. So please join him for tomorrow night's play-by-play. It's going to be great. Now, as you guys know, Nathan and his team booked Frank the Tank Fleming on August 31st on Monday at 7 p.m. for an interview as well, as we're definitely looking forward to that as well. The Yankees do have a game that night. They play against the Angels that night at 9:30. So please stay tuned for that interview as well. Tim Hill is going to take over here for the Yankees. The first pitch to Varsho is ground ball to first. Right there is Garcia. He steps on first, and that is their first out here in the top of the 9th. One away here. Yeah, Nathan Luis Garcia Jr. on another level right now. As Jason always watched Garcia when he was on the Nationals, he was always a pest on the Nationals. Always gave other teams fits, so I'm happy that he's doing that now with the Yankees. I'm happy he's doing it for us. Hitting some home runs, getting some timely hits, putting the ball in play. That's why we need him. It's pretty much what we need him for. The first pitch to Walker is up high, 1-0. As I said, Tim Hill in the game. The 1-0 pitch outside, 2-0. Tim Hill does work pretty quickly here. He does work quickly. The 2-0 pitch on the way to Christian Walker from Hill. The pitch. And that one just off the top of the strike zone there. It's going to be a ball, but looks like Austin Wells is going to challenge it here. Using the ABS challenge system, the Yankees had one challenge left. The pitch is overturned. It's a called strike. ABS proves that the pitch was in there for a called strike. 2-1 on Christian Walker here. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch from Hill. The lefty deals. The pitch. Ground ball to second base. Jazz to his left. Makes the play. Throws to first in time to get Walker at first base. 2 away. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. And just like that, the Yankees are 1 out away from winning this ball game here tonight with Elmer Rodriguez Cruz on the mound. Jesse, what's going on, Jesse? How are you? What's going on, Jesse? Thank you for being here, Jesse. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here, Jesse. As I mentioned before, guys, on World Sports Mania Entertainment, Jesse is going to be a big part of that channel, of building up that channel with having the play-by-play of the Braves against the Phillies on Sunday, September 6th at 1:10 p.m. You're not going to want to miss that game. Please join Jesse, our newest acquisition here on World Sports Mania Entertainment and NY Yankee Mania, for a great play-by-play on Sunday, September 6th at 1:10 p.m. Don't miss that one. The 1-0 pitch to Trammell popped up, foul territory. Wells coming over, and he's going to just look at that one as it hits the stands there. It goes into the stands for a foul ball behind the plate. The count is now 1-1. Taylor Trammell, not a pinch hitter. Taylor Trammell, a switch hitter, actually. A switch hitter, Taylor Trammell, batting from the right side here as he is facing off against the lefty Tim Hill. Yeah, Nathan, Michael Fulmer, great debut today. The 1-1 pitch, and that one catches the outside corner for a called strike. 1-2 here on Trammell. Yankees looking for the win tonight as Trammell is down to his final strike. Hill sets the sidearm delivery, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Yankees win the game by a score of 9-3. And great game by the Yankees tonight, of course. Great contributions by the offense. Boone, give a lot of credit to Aaron Boone for keeping the lineup very consistent. He kept the lineup consistent. He stayed with the same lineup as yesterday. Yesterday, they didn't win the game, but they scored 7 runs. Today, they score 9 runs, and they win the game by a score of 9-3 tonight. So luckily, Yankees came away with the victory. Good game here by Elmer Rodriguez Cruz. Big shout out to Elmer Rodriguez Cruz for getting the win tonight. He did a great job here tonight, getting that win. Going for his longest outing of the year. He went for his longest outing of the year tonight. 6 innings pitched. Really had a great command tonight with his curveball, his sweeper, his sinker, his changeup. Really did a great job in this game here. Big shout out to Elmer Rodriguez Cruz. And pretty much the offense, everybody in the offense contributed tonight in a big way. Ben Rice with a home run, 4 total bases for him. You had Luis Garcia with another home run, 2 home runs in his last 2 games. Big contribution for him, 2nd home run in his 2nd game here, or 2 home runs in consecutive days. You also had Jazz Chisholm. Jazz Chisholm had a 3-for-3 night. He had an RBI double as well. Spencer Jones with a single. And just like that, everybody contributing here with a 9-3 win. Great to see. Cody Bellinger, last night with a big 3-run home run. Tonight with a big 2-run double off the wall in center field with the bases loaded. Broke the game open 5-3. Really just did a great job in the bullpen. The bullpen came in. Paul Blackburn in a tie game did a great job getting out of the bases loaded jam, even though he was the one who situated the tie ball game there. The Yankees were up 3-2. The Astros got that run to score 3-3, which counted against Rodriguez's stat line. Blackburn, he was dealt with also the bases loaded situation. He got out of that. He struck out 2 hitters, struck out 2 Astro hitters to put them away. He got those 2 outs to end that inning. And just like that, in the 7th and 8th innings, the Yankees put up insurance runs, and they go up 9-3, and ultimately they win today's game 9-3. So a great game by Rodriguez. Good job by the bullpen. Michael Fulmer did a good job of making his debut and striking out a batter there, and also just keeping it scoreless there, going 1-2-3. And you had Tim Hill come in, who hasn't pitched in a while. He did a good job of getting those final 3 outs right there in the 9th inning. He did a great job there, and the Yankees ultimately win tonight's game by a score of 9-3. It was a fun game to call. I enjoyed it. When you see a lot of action, you generally enjoy a lot of games that are fulfilled by base runners, scoring in a lot of different ways with, bunting, small ball, walking, and also getting the big ball too. Hitting those home runs were definitely big for the Yankees again, as they mostly rely on those home runs, but they also, when they find other ways to score too, it's a lot of fun to call. When they're hitting singles, doubles, getting on base, it's definitely a lot of fun for them. A lot of fun for us as well to call the action too, and I think everybody can attest to that as well. So I'll definitely give you guys the records here. So the Astros go 66-67 here. They fall 66-67 with the loss tonight. Yankees win 9-3. They improve to 75-57 on the season. As I mentioned before, the Rays beat the Tigers today. So luckily the Yankees will only stay 3.5 games back of Tampa Bay. So 3.5 games back of Tampa Bay. And the Red Sox lost tonight by a score of 4-0. And so the Yankees will stay ahead of the Red Sox in the first place wildcard standings in the American League by 2.5 games. And they will also stay above Boston in second place in the AL East by 2.5 games as well. So those are your standings updates as well. A final scoreboard update here. The Brewers have defeated the Mets 8-1. Dodgers and Braves tied up at 5, bottom of the 8th inning. White Sox lead the Rangers 7-2 in the bottom of the 6th. Orioles, Cardinals tied up at 7, bottom of the 7th. Twins and Athletics. Twins lead the A's 3-1, bottom of the 4th. And those are pretty much your active games that are going on right now. As we know, Yankees beat the Astros 9-3. The Rays earlier beat the Tigers 3-0. D-backs beat the Cubs 2-0. Reds beat the Giants 10-9. Guardians beat the Angels 4-3. Padres beat the Pirates 3-0, and the Phillies beat the Mariners 6-0. Rockies beat the Nationals 13-1. Blue Jays beat the Royals 3-0, and the Marlins beat the Red Sox 4-0. So those are your updated scores right there. And pretty much, I know you guys had a lot of comments, so I'm going to go through some of your comments, and then I'll give you guys some final promotional updates, and then we'll say goodnight after that. So here we go. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Nathan starting it off with 5+ consecutive games with an error as a Yankee, which as a Yankee shortstop, George Lombard Jr. in his last 90 seasons. George Lombard Jr. 5 errors in 2026. Alvaro Espinoza 5 in 1989. Bucky Dent 5 in 1982. That's all right. I'm definitely not worried about Lombard. I'm sure he'll be okay. He's a great defender. And the great thing about him is he doesn't let his at-bats affect his fielding too. So that's great about him. Putting the ball in play is definitely a thing that Lombard does well. And even though he's made 5+ consecutive games, even though he's had 5+ consecutive games with an error, there are definitely plays in there that you are definitely highlighted with, that you were definitely excited about with Lombard's potential as a defender as well. Great job by ERC, as Momo Money says. Welcome to the stream, Momo Money. I'm not sure if I saw you before, but if not, welcome to the stream tonight. Please hit that like button. I'm sure we got 25 likes by now, so I appreciate you all. Cody Bellinger's 7th inning double is the Yankees' 36th hit in the 7th inning or later. That gave the team a lead entering Wednesday. No other team had more than 27 hits like that. Thank you, Nathan, for that update. Thank you, Nathan, for that update right there, that tidbit of that stat too. I appreciate that too. And again, I don't think I mentioned this in today's stream, but when the Yankees score 5 or more runs, they are 45-5, and I believe that record improved tonight. So now that they scored, or they were 45-6 after last night's game because they scored 7 runs in last night's game, so they were 45-6. But tonight they go to 46-6 because they scored 9 runs tonight. Thank you all for the compliments about the great call. I appreciate that. Jason, Nathan, Chef Nick, Jeff, Momo Money, everybody that was here. I appreciate you all being here as always. Chef Nick, thank you very much. Joe BX Bombshell, thank you for being here, crushing that like button because Bill O asked me to. Hey, Bill O, thank you for your recruitment. Thank you, Bill O. Welcome, Joe BX Bombshell. Hopefully you can stay and be a mainstay of this channel. We appreciate that. Bill O is a great guy, and we appreciate you being here, Joe BX Bombshell. Thank you very much. Always a good day when the Yankees win. That's right. We're at 29 likes. Come on, guys. We'll make it 30 likes. Well, we're not going to leave until we hit 30 likes, guys. Come on. Let's make it 30 likes. Thank you guys very much. I'm sure. Okay, I think Below is related to this person. Is this one of your kids? I'm not really sure, but if so, then thank you very much. Yankees 29th win when trailing or tied in the 7th inning or later this season. That's the most in the MLB. Very nice, Nathan. Thank you very much for that as well. Again, 46-6 when they score 5 or more runs this season. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel as well. If anybody has an updated like count, we're going to give that to you guys right now. If not, then put it in the stream here. Let's see what we got here. No, just my... Oh, is it your... fiance, I'm assuming. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not going to assume things below. Don't worry, guys. We're at 29 likes. We're not going to head off until we hit 30. Let's get to 30 likes here, guys. Come on, let's get 30 likes tonight. Until then, I'll give you guys a promotional update for tomorrow and the rest of the week. So of course tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow at 8:30, catch Joe on Coffee Bagels and Yankee Talk tomorrow with the chat, of course, at 8:30 a.m. on YouTube Live. At 5 p.m., big interview with Matt Noakes tomorrow, 5 p.m. Don't miss out on that. Again, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you get all the notifications and press that like button. If you have any questions for Matt Noakes, you can put it in the stream, or you can also email Joe at joeyankees28@gmail.com for any questions that you guys have, and also the people in the email as well. For the people in the email that have any questions, you guys always do a good job by asking those questions by connecting through the email as well, so please continue to do that too. And then at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, we will have live coverage of the play-by-play Astros and Yankees for this finale of the 3-game series. Hopefully the Yankees get the series win tomorrow. I'm really hoping so with tomorrow night, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully the Yankees win tomorrow night as well. It's going to be great. So look forward to the interview tomorrow. Look forward to the play-by-play. And then on Friday, guys, we have a big day on Friday. Myself and Chef Nick will be calling the Yankees and the Red Sox game 1 of the 4-game set from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx on Friday at 7 p.m. Myself and Chef Nick will be calling game 1 of the 4-game series between the Red Sox and the Yankees. You're not going to want to miss out on that. I'm really looking forward to it. And Chef Nick is as well. We're going to give you guys all of our commentary, all of our passion and enthusiasm for the Yankees that day. Please come aboard, subscribe to the channel. You're not going to want to miss out on that. Hit that like button. Continue to be the great supporters that you all are, of course. And of course, Nathan, shout out to Nathan as well for giving us the stats tonight, giving us the little tidbits as well throughout the game too, with everybody who's associated with the Yankees as well. And big shout out to everybody here giving us 2,000 subscribers. We appreciate that as well. We're going to have Frank the Tank on for an interview on Monday, August 31st. Frank the Tank Fleming will be coming on Monday, August 31st for an interview with us, NY Yankee Mania. So we appreciate Frank the Tank coming on. Big shout out to Frank the Tank. He's done a lot in the Barstool Sports community on Twitter, Instagram, you name it. He's been all over the place. He's definitely a big icon known around the sports world. So you're not going to want to miss out on that. Monday, August 31st. Frank the Tank Fleming will be on here on NY Yankee Mania. Thanks to Nathan and his sports team as well. Pretty much, guys, we're going to give you guys all the other notifications coming out pretty soon. But before we head off too, there was another piece of information that we learned about a little bit before the stream. I believe Joe also made a short about it. Brian Cashman is rumored to also have an extension in place by the end of the 2026 season. Brian Cashman most likely will be resigned to a new contract at the end of 2026 and moving forward. So we should look out for that. And at any point the season is over, hopefully the season ends after the Yankees win their 28th World Series championship. I'm very much hoping so, because the future of baseball is unknown after this year, of course, with the lockout going into next year. But I'm sure we're going to have baseball in some capacity. But we did learn a little bit of information that Brian Cashman will be most likely re-signed at the end of the season to get a little bit of a raise for next year and so on. Whether it's a 2-year deal, 3-year deal, it's going to be some type of multi-year contract. He will also get a raise in that deal as well, being the GM of the Yankees as well. So just, I'll give my thoughts on that another time. I'm not going to give my thoughts on that right now. I'll give my thoughts on that another time because right now we're just finishing the play-by-play and everything else. But we appreciate you guys being here. Luis Garcia Jr. over his last 9 games, 4 home runs, 1.235 OPS, 788 slugging, 236 WRC plus. He's recorded more RBIs, 9, than strikeouts, 7 in that span. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you very much. Below, I'm not sure how Durango has been on the IL below. Durango was placed on the 7-day injured list the other day. He was placed on the 7-day injured list. So he did not play tonight. So that's pretty much all we got. I believe we got 30 likes. Tonight. So I really, really appreciate you guys being here. Look forward to tomorrow's interview with Matt Noakes. Ask your questions, please. Matt Noakes is looking forward to it also. Really appreciate that, guys. Ask your questions. Look forward to it. Press that like button, please. And I will see you all next time, most likely on Friday night. I'll see you guys. So please be safe and look forward to tomorrow's events on NY Yankee Mania. Thank you all very much.
I am Katharina Michio, and you are watching NY Mania.
I'm Kayla Walsh, and you're watching NY Yankee Mania.
Hi, my name is Maria Venuto, and you are watching New York Yankee Mania.
I'm Marnie Schneider. I'm the author of Football Freddy, and I am so excited to be part of the New York Yankee Mania show.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania, the best.